The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, and my fellow gamers, what's up? Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Foxtrot, and joining me today is Dr. Dang. Dr. Dang, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, Foxy. It's been a long time since we have casted together, and I'm excited to get into this game that we have coming up between Z-Rush and Shining Heroes.
Indeed, Z-Rush and Shining Heroes is going to be the first match that we'll be witnessing. And something that I just want to throw off to the viewers right now is Z-Rush, they've been unbeatable in Division 3 so far. They're topping the leaderboard, while Shining Heroes are essentially fighting for the spot to survive in Division 3 right now. They have moved down to 6th position. That makes them eligible for the relegation coming in at the end of this league. And mind you, today indeed is the end, at least for Division 3. This is the finale of Division 3. Z-Rush and Shining Heroes coming up in just a moment. But before we go live with that, we've got ourselves an interview with LG Dragon, the captain of Shining Heroes. Rolling up the interview right now. Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, and today we have the OG Dragon in the interview with us from Shining Heroes. Dragon, how are you doing?
Fine, man. What about you, dude?
I'm fine as well. It's good to know. So, Shining Heroes, so far, they've had a little bit of a rusty start in Season 1, but looks like Shining Heroes are finally standing up to expectations coming to Season 2. What do you have to say about that?
Actually, we are like a bit of demotivated about what happened to us in the Division 3. Actually, to be honest, I didn't think we will be coming to Division 3 in the first place. But you know how things work out. This lockdown, I'm home, so like two of our main players can't play. Okay, so we have to change our squad. Like our squad is changing every time, every match we're changing our squad. So it's a problem for us. So like yeah, with the difficulties also, we are still in Division 3 and trying to get up. So now I think most of the players are coming back. So the issues are getting fixed. Even my net issues are like getting fixed. So maybe we can come up right now. So I'm very optimistic for the next 3 matches we have right now in Division 3.
That is good. Optimism should always be on point, and with you being the captain and the IGL in game, I think that optimism also transfers to your players. So that out of the way, how do you think the division has been so far? What are some opponents that you've been facing difficulties with, and what's your game plan going ahead in the week coming up?
Actually, like after we are missing out our main roster, we are not focusing too much on the games right now. But we are sticking to our game plan, the normal game plan which we played. We are just doing our basics and try to gain the momentum. Maybe like today mostly you can see some changes in our roster also. The main roster is coming back. So you can see some winnings. Like we are hoping that we're gonna win every match from now on. So let's see.
That is really good. Definitely, Shining Heroes. The community is expecting some good response from them as well. And what do you think? With the 3 matches left and the scores that you have on the leaderboard so far, will we see Shining Heroes get the promotion to Division 2 in Season 3?
Well, it's hard to be honest. Like I can't say, but the points and statistic matter the most. Okay, we will give our best to win the last 3 matches. We also have a match against Z-Rush. So we are hoping to win every match of us, and we are ready. Everyone's practicing hard. So let's see.
Definitely, that is going to be something that Shining Heroes will look forward to. So, to top of the interview, anything you have to say to your fans and your supporters?
Supporting us maybe because we have been a good team. Like before 2 months, we were at the top of our gameplay, but like some things happened and we fell down. You guys just keep supporting us. We also changed our name from Shining Heroes. We got a sponsor recently, so we are now Accelerate Gaming. So let's see. We are just hoping for the best. Like good things come after a bad time, right? So we are just trying to, cope up with the bad phase right now.
Definitely. There's always a rainbow after some rain. So, that being said, that'll be it from the OG Dragon, the captain himself from Shining Heroes, and we'll get back right to the games. All right, very interesting interview we had there with OG Dragon from Shining Heroes. Shining Heroes, sadly, they had their match yesterday coming up on Coastline, and that was a bit of a bummer for them because they could not finish the match as there was some personal issues going on the end of the players, and that is what brought them to a forfeit. But today we've got ourselves playing on Consulate. That is going to be Zrush versus Shining Heroes. Very good and interesting lineups coming in from both of these players. This time around, we'll be having El Noob, Shakti, Blanky, and Area Dust joining us on the side of Zrush, while we'll be having Kingu, John One Tap, Stoneheart, Doctor, and AK Maharaj on the side of Shining Heroes. This is going to be interesting because right now it's a lot at stake for the side of Shining Heroes to perform properly. And just like Shining Heroes captain just told us in the interview, they've got themselves sponsors. That means Shining Heroes will soon to be called as Accelerate Gaming. We'll definitely call them that just in just a moment, and once the season is over, as we know for a fact on some restrictions this league offers, just to make sure that all the players and everything else on the team basis goes on very smoothly. And that is something I personally like about the Esports Club League. And that being said, we are already going towards the finale of our Division 3. I might as well throw in huge appreciation for the admins that are doing this on the back end. That is Sedulous, Lean Boy, and Overseer. Some really good work in terms of how the league has been managed so far. Huge props to them in making sure that everything on the back end runs smoothly. So me, Dr. Dang, Blackjack, Baba Gusta, all of us can focus more on what comes on your screens. Well, speaking of things coming on your screens, we'll be up and running in this match in just a bit. But meanwhile, Dr. Dang, what are your thoughts going into this match?
So we're going to be playing Consulate. Consulate's one of those maps that's really not seen a lot of changes except some walls shifted here and there on the outside to stop spawn peaks, since Consulate was a map that was heavily in the favor of the defender who was going to be spawn peaking. So we have seen that being toned down a bit, but as we know, the community of Siege is, as you can say, really interesting and really smart, and they have found new ways of spawn peeking. But the map on its own, it's really big. It requires your team to have a strong roam clear or to have a strong roam game. So we're gonna see um, a lot of dull phases in the game, but at the same time, we're also gonna pick up to, as you can say, a lot of those quick frags and refrags that we have, where basically none of us can keep up with the kill feed. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to see a lot of roam game come in from the side of the defense team, defensive side, and we're going to see a lot of roam clear come out from the side of the attacking team. So I believe Z-Rush is going to be starting on attack. We have seen them in previous games. Their drone game's really strong. They like to keep a lot of pre-placed drones so that they can quickly drone and take map control on one side of the map. This helps them keep save a lot of time so that they have a little bit extra time for their side push. And sometimes those 10-15 seconds that you save in the start of the round are going to be what are going to be helping you to put down the plant or maybe just get the last frag. So I personally love Consulate. I like playing Consulate, be it attack or defense. It's a really balanced map. And talking about that, we're going to be making our way into the ban phase where we're going to see Shining Heroes take the first ban. So, Foxy, Consulate, are you excited?
So I'm definitely very excited because we'll be seeing El Noob come out to play after his long slumber from competitive gaming, and this time around he's back and playing here. We'll be seeing ourselves take us to Consulate, and just like you said, a very interesting map. So many things that are very dynamic coming to this map here. Something that really I think is just something that just perplexes me is the fact on what Shining Heroes game plan is going to be today. Because Zerosh, even if they lose this match, there is literally nothing that is going to take away their spot of the promotion of Division 2. I mean, they have been topping the leaderboard, that is with 15 points for themselves, unbeaten so far. Nobody in any division, any team has had an unbeatable win streak. At least somebody's got to lose at some point. I mean, coming back to Division 1 as well, we did see multiple close matches, but at the end, there's always somebody who has to lose to someone. But Zerosh, they are straight up dominating their group stage. That out of the way, we'll be seeing Thatcher getting taken out. Blackbeard is going to face the ban wave as well. And the second ban from Zerosh is going to come up in just a moment, as that is going to be the Echo. Very interesting ban. It's just something that usually we see the Echo getting banned quite a lot, in fact. And the fourth ban, excuse me. There's no fifth ban in Siege, excuse me. Got a little too excited with the numbers there. And that is going to be Kaid, all right. I'm not exactly sure why the Kaid ban has come up, because at least in my understanding, Kaid happens to be very influential on only one of these sites here. Not exactly that you can use him on multiple of them, but then again, one might even try and hold down Teller's Archives. That is one site that I personally love to defend, at least when I have my squad with me, because you know for a fact on how things turn out when you're playing solo. I mean, at this point, I don't even need to emphasize that fact. But let's focus on the game right now. That is going to be Shakti, Elnu, Blanky, Area, Dust, and Kanda on the side of Z-Rush, while Kingu, John One Tap, Stoneheart, AK Maharaj, and Doctor start off things on the side of Accelerate Gaming. This time around, we won't be having OG Dragon joining us. That is the IGL and the captain for the team. So it looks like Kingu is going to have to be doing the IGL. I'm not even sure if Kingu is the one doing it, but just our experience and what I have over the players in this team, I think it's got to be Kingu doing that. But that out of the way, we're seeing ourselves bring out some amazing operators lineups as well. Both the Wamai and the Jaeger and the play. The Maestro is brought out definitely with the Echo band. The discount Echo has to come up. AK Maharaj will be running the Valkyrie, but guess what? Shakti is running the IQ as well. They've got the Nomad on El Noob to make sure no runouts are happening on this map that relies so much essentially on runouts. Blanky is going to be bringing the gridlock that is going to make things all the while more difficult for defenders to move around. Area does just for the insurance is going to bring out the hard breacher, knowing that if the defenders choose to go to garage, and Kanda just doing what Kanda does, picking the ash. The Dr. Dang, take the mic away.
So we're going to be making our way into the action phase, as we call it, as the attackers are going to be making their way towards the building, making sure that there are no spawn peaks coming out from the side of Shining Heroes, and also check for those Valcams, as we see Ash just run into Visa as she's going to be making her way up service stairs or Visa stairs. I believe that no one knows who was going to be the first person she's probably going to be contesting. The barbed wire might give away position, and Vamai is going to get one kill, but he's going to be tagged quite a bit. Jaeger is going to be making his way to help Vamai out. As we can see, Z-Rush are going to be droning the side, the admin side of the map. IQ is going to be making her way into antechamber and checking out the bathroom. She's probably going to be meeting these Valk very soon, as Valk's already made sure that she's there, and Atmaraj is just going to take off the head of Shakti, who does not know that the Valk is going to be playing there. So two quick frags coming out from the side of Shining Heroes as Z-Rush gets one. That's going to be Arya Dust on your Stoneheart. That's your Jaeger of the board. Gridlock's going to be making her way into Visa, as Thermite's probably thinking of making his way into that's meeting. So we're going to see El Noom take out Doctor. That's going to be your smoke off the board. A really important kill come out from the side of the Nomad. At this point, I really cannot say whose situation this is going to be, as Vamai is going to get one of Gridlock's stringers by his Vamai magnet systems, as Gridlock's going to see another one being tossed out. She's going to change the spot that she's going to be deciding to attack. She's going to be making her way into the meeting. Thermite's going to be making his way into the meeting as he gets the Vamai, and that's going to put John One Tap in a really precarious position. Atmaraj is probably going to be downstairs trying to play that C4, as the Maestro Cam's going to give away his position, but no, the plant's going to go down. Maestro's going to take some damage from the track stingers, but he's going to take out the Thermite. This is a critical situation. He decides to take out some more, as the Alda is just going to go through Blanky of the Gridlock, as it's all down to the Nomad. He's going to light some shots onto the Maestro, but the Valk of Atmaraj is there to get rid of him as well. The spawn peak, the team kill being so Shining Heroes gonna win their first round, and I would say that was a quick round in the favor of Shining Heroes.
Definitely something that Shining Heroes wanted for themselves. Bringing this match to an explosive start. They've been, like I said, on the 6th position right now after the yesterday's loss that they had to give away to their opponents. Definitely they need these rounds on board for them, because if they don't, they go away, we bid them farewell only if they wish to make their comeback through the Season 3 qualifiers. With that being said, everybody in the chat, if you want to participate in the TEC League, you can head on to the description and find yourselves the link for registrations for Season 3. That is right, the Season 3 registrations are now live. You can go, click the link, get your team registered, and play in this amazing league that we've got for ourselves. That out of the way, be seeing a 6-pick coming in from the side of Z-Rush as well, and I think Kanda lost his life a little too early, but that is pretty much how he plays the Ashe. It's just how to Kanda plays, if you ask me. And Kanda, in fact, he's been that one player from Division 3 that has topped the leaderboard in MVP listings for week 2. Then I don't think with the KD ratio that he's got for himself in week 3, he's going to be maintaining that position. But then again, the way Z-Rush are playing right now, they've already secured themselves a very sweet spot for Division 2. They might as well get this promotion anytime soon. And Amina being employed actually from the side of Shining Heroes. Very interesting pick-up operators coming in from them. As usually, on a rather personal note, I don't really think Mina is that influential when it comes to this map. Not something that you can always use any advantage. There's just better operators that you can pick over Mira. Don't get me wrong, Mira is, I would say yes, that she is useful, but not as influential as you can trade off with other operators, like maybe even a Legion being brought out. There's so many hallways and so many lines of sight that you want to make sure you are covering. A quick breach and a quick rush is what I'm expecting from Z-Rush right now. That is what it looks like. There's no emphasis on the top, as everybody's going to be in and around this breacher, and yes, it will be. Shakti's going to go down from the charge, but the push has already happened. It's all down to Mira to make sure she holds this down. Doctor in a bad spot, but AK Maharaj is going to walk in. Blanky doesn't notice that. He's going to get taken out. It's a 3 versus 3 right now. As frags are going away in the favor of Shining Heroes at the moment. John one tap gets one another, and Stoneheart is here to pick up the finishing kills for his team as Shining Heroes get themselves another round off of the back of what Zerush thought was a successful rush.
Oh boy, so Zerush is I think the last match that I casted with the last match that I casted that Zerush was playing was against the Peacemakers on Coastline, and the first 2 rounds Zerush always seems to just go in for the rush, irrespective of how the round turns out for them. Um, I believe that they're not going to do this the third time, but hey, they're living up to their name. They're just gonna drone in, and I believe this time they didn't even decide to drone in. They just ran in. So we're gonna see a 6-pick come out from both teams. A Zofia being changed for a Ying and a Bandit being changed for a Mira. As
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Lobby is
defused by
gonna be.
attackers.
Oh no, this is gonna be Archive. So this is gonna be interesting, as Archive was the new site that was added to Consulate to make it, as you can say, Pro League ready, as the devs called it. Since every Pro League map
Right.
needs to have 4 defense sites on each map. So we're going to see the new site come out. This requires a lot of presence for the defenders on both the first and the second floors of the map, and also in basement. So it really stretches out your defense. It really makes you spread your 5 players out thin. But then at the same time, it requires the attacking team to also make sure that they're going to be clearing out all sides, that the defenders are going to be holding. So,
But, Dr. Dang, if I may interject here, something that I was talking in the beginning of the match is that Mira is only influential when it comes to this map. If you try and defend on the Archive Stellar's defense, and it'll be very interesting if I get to see that from Shining Heroes. And it looks like they've heard me, and they've gone to that side, and the setup right now from the side of Shining Heroes looks very promising. Look at this. There's 3 people up top. They've got a little bit, I would say, not exactly the positioning that I would be expecting, as Shakti is going to take down Kingu already. Looks like Kingu got caught up in a bad rotation from him, but look at this setup. The Black Mirror on towards Admin to make sure that push from Admin doesn't happen. Doctor is going to be on the bottom floor all by himself. It's only a matter of time to Zerush realizes that Blanky is going to get Stoneheart, as the spread out roam is not working out for Shining Heroes. But here, AK Maharaj is standing up for his team. He's going to get a frag onto Kanda. It's going to be a 3 versus 4 still in the favor of Zerush, but it only stands to see on how long they get that advantage for them. I think Blanky knows where that Valk is playing. I don't think he does, and AK Maharaj is going to punish him with a nice headshot. The equalizer does come in. Shakti losing a little bit of HP, not sure where that kill came in from. Area does, meanwhile, is going to drop AK Maharaj. That's the fragger off the board for the side of Shining Heroes, but the push is still happening, and I don't think Zerush knows where the site is right now. Yep, they don't.
they don't.
I really don't think so. Nope, I really don't think they don't know.
They thought that it was gonna be they thought it was gonna be lobby, and they've just realized that it's not lobby, and in fact it is gonna be.
Yeah,
Archive.
I think at this point they've realized on where the defense is situated, but it looks like Area Dust with the diffuser in hand is going to be picking a fight with John one tap. The SMG-11 against the LMG, not something you would be expecting, but the Nomad is here to join the fight, and he is going to take out Mute. That's a very important kill. It's all down to Doctor to clutch it out, and a 1 versus 3 now. A Shining Heroes off of a very spread out roam, and a site like Archive Stellars and just running away hallways. Wouldn't want that happening for yourselves. I mean, definitely not the play. At least not when you pick this side, Shining Heroes. Doctor trying to go for the scan here. I think he knows that the plant is going down. Yes, he does. But nothing he can do right now. He gets the down onto him. That's a very good potential kill for him. It's a 1 versus 2 essentially now. Shakti is going to be low on HP, and so is El Noob. He's got to make this peak happen. He does notice the Nomad. He's going to light him up, but not enough to do the damage. Pre-fires come in from the UMP, but not something that he want to pick a fight with. And Zerush are going to walk away with their first attack rank on board on round 3.
Oh boy. So, though Shining Heroes did manage to, as you can say, debate the Zerush into thinking that it was a lobby defense, ultimately they lost too many bodies on the top floor, and did not gain, as you can, did not waste enough time, as you can say, for the attackers to have a problem attacking side. So we're going to see Blanky pick out the Nook, and this is going to be interesting if this is going to be 6 pick out, but yes, it's going to be to a Ying. So we have two of the only, as we have both the, as you can say, gadget, sorry, projectile denials on the side of Shining Heroes. That's going to be the Jaeger on Stoneheart and the Vamai on Kingu, I believe.
Attackers need
So
to locate and defuse
Ying's
the
going to
bomb.
be an operator that can get rid of 5 of those, 5 of projectile gadgets, as you can call it, maybe, because she has got 5 throwables. There's 2 smokes and 3 candelas. So Ying definitely is going to be an important player. Blanky is going to be an important asset to his team in this round, but it's going to be interesting to see as to how her utility is going to be used. As we can see, Stoneheart probably practicing some of the free fires or just getting his aim back on board after 3 rounds of the game. And as of now, how the last time console defense went out for the side of Shining Heroes, which they did manage to defend, we can expect Z-Rush to have a similar style, but not expect Kanda to just rush in with the Ash, since he's going to be on Capithal and he seems to be AFK in spawn.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
Kanda,
been
I
dropped.
think the prep phase is done, boy. And yeah, we're gonna see Kanda coming back. So the Nomad Air Jab's gonna be placed for those runouts, as we see a
Attackers have recovered
spiral stair repel come out from the side of Shakti. Ying's gonna be running the holographic and angled side, I believe, as a lot of Ying players do, since you get into a lot of close quarter combats when you're playing Ying and decide to rush into side. So is that the, yeah, that's gonna be the smoke of Doctor playing close to console windows, as he's going to be wasting a lot of time and helping his team burn a lot of utility on the other side of the team. Jaeger's going to be playing inside admin, as he has an ADS to deny a little bit of the intel for the side of Z-Rush, as the smoke has probably been spotted out inside the cubby, as he's going to be pre-fired, and Kanta is going to finally get rid of Doctor. So a lot of utility being spent, but at the same time, a lot of, as you can say, utility denied on the side of Z-Rush as well. Sorry, on the side of Shining Heroes, as the plant's going to be going down. Stoneheart's going to get one. Akmaraj's going to get one onto Blanky from a pre-play C4. I believe Elnoom's going to be coming into the building. The Maestro Camp's going to be taking his position up. The three fires coming from the Wumai, and he's going to be taken out from the Maestro, I believe. Sorry, that's going to be Kingu. Shakti's going to get one onto Kingu as well. So it's going to be a 2v3 in favor of Shining Heroes right now. Buck's going to be on the bathroom repel. Have just spotted out the Jaeger, but no, he's going to decide to repel in, and he's going to take a gunfight with Atma Raj, who's going to take him out. It's going to be a 1v3 in the for the side of Z-Rush, as Kanda is going to be the only one, and he's going to lose his gunfight to Stoneheart, as Shining Heroes have come out all guns blazing for this match, as they definitely don't want to get relegated and keep their spot in Division 3.
Definitely, they have to perform well right now, and that is exactly what they're doing. Getting 3 rounds on board for themselves in an attacker-favored map, something that I was not expecting Z-Rush to allow them to do this, but guess what? Z-Rush yesterday against U-Sabers as well. They were losing 3-1, and they made an amazing comeback and won that game 7-4. And that was one alpha game that we got to witness last night, and that was in Clubhouse. But let us see on how this linear map turns out to be in the favor of Z-Rush or Shining Heroes. But definitely, Shining Heroes bring all the guns alive for themselves. We're seeing a 6-pick coming in from the Legion onto the Mira as they proceed to their basement side. Cafeteria and garage is going to be where they'll go back to. And I don't really blame them right now. I mean, Z-Rush did have a little too quick they were with their attacks. They're not really thought out on the terms of denial that Shining Heroes has for themselves. The C4s are in play. There's somebody roaming on top, bottom rather, for the last, if you're talking about the last round. They had the Maestro denial coming up as well. So many things that Z-Rush did not care about. All they wanted to do was get the plan down as soon as they can. And that is exactly why the attacks have not been working out for the side of Z-Rush so far. But then again, at this point, Z-Rush, even if they throw, it's not something that they're they're not giving away, it's just essentially fighting for their top unbeatable spot right now, because even if they lose this match, they'll still get themselves the promotion of the Division 2 because they have been unbeatable so far in Division 3. And this will be that one match that Shining Heroes can claim for themselves. That Kanda did convert on that kill. All right, we did see those pre-fires coming in, but right now Kanda has made his way quickly back to yellow stairs. And I think that kill did come in from Zulu, not from the visa area. And the breach has gone down very quickly for that matter. No challenge whatsoever, as there's no denial whatsoever from the side of Shining Heroes. Flashes go out, possibly burning out the ADSs, and a very, very interesting place to throw out the drone on. We're seeing the drone come out anyway. The Evil Eye is getting taken out. And yes, they will. Kanda is going to go on his drone right now. There's going to be 4 people on site, I assume that is. But now the plant is about to happen. Yes, it will. Smokes go out. That's Kingu playing on the smoke, but there's nothing and no damage that he's doing. On towards the thermite. 2 of the smokes miss and the plant has gone down. It's a 1 versus 1 that Kingu has to win, and he will do that. He gets himself a finisher onto the thermite. It's a 4 versus 4 that they are playing right now in a post-plant situation. There's going to be 4 angry defenders that they have to cut through. AK Maharaj is here. He's going to get one, but the refract comes in from Blanky. Meanwhile, John One Tap gets down and gets finished by the ass charge from Kanda. That's some disrespect coming in from him. Doctor, meanwhile, gets Blanky. It's a 2 versus 2 right now, but the bait diffuse, counter diffuse is coming in. The Mira has moved up. I don't think she notices, but one back coming in from the Mira. It's a 0 versus 2 now. Doc gets them both. A retake coming in from the side of Shining Heroes here as they get themselves the diffuse and the counter diffuse as well. My bad, as all right, a 4-1 is the scoreline now as Shining Heroes get themselves that win out of a. That was not supposed to happen, Zerush. What has happened to Zerush today?
It took me 2 seconds to realize that the Mira just did not take out the ash, but also took out the sledge, I believe.
My god.
That pre-fire coming out from the side of Doctor was amazing. I believe they both did line up, but hey, luck's in the favor of the one who took the risk. So we're gonna see an Archives defense come out from the side of Shining Heroes again. They did not win it the last time. In fact, that's the only round, the only site that they have not defended successfully. And one thing that I would like to point out is that though Z-Rush is making quick plays,
Attackers need to
they
locate
are
and
not
defuse as many bombs as they
using
can.
the complete, as you can say, spectrum of the abilities that they have. I mean, you had a sledge, you had a thermite, you had an ash, and despite that amazing pre-fire or wall bang, you can say, coming in from the side of the Mira, Z-Rush did not spread out their attackers in the way that everyone was covered. I mean, I expect from a team like Z-Rush at least to have a person sitting outside in garage and making sure that if someone's going to be white beaten with thermite, they're probably going to get traded. But we did not see that come out, and eventually that is what cost them the round. So we're going to see Shining Heroes apply a similar setup to the side of admin. I believe that this is just a bait side admin, since last time no one was really playing in admin despite the Mira window being there. So I think it's more of a setup which you fall back to in case the attacking team decides to push admin, but that's going to be something that we're going to wait to see. As the attackers are going to be making their way towards admin, the Mira window might just be the thing that is going to help Shining Heroes win this round out. So, Hibana's in play, and with John One Tap's mute jammers being the only thing to deny her access to the Mira windows, it's going to be interesting to see whether the mute has placed his jammers over there. You're going to see the IQ make her way towards basement as the triple walls have been reinforced, so she's not going to be able to do anything about it. Kanda's going to be on repel on console windows, and he's probably going to be holding the cross for anyone who decides to go out. As Blanky is going to take out Kingu, that's going to be your Mira off the board from underneath the hatch. Not really certain why the Mira decided to pick that hatch, since you can expect someone to be holding that, and a pre-fire should have come in from the side of the Mira, but we're going to see Stoneheart being awfully close to be taking his, getting his feet taken out from the side of, that was El Noob, I believe. Akmaraj is going to be sitting in meeting up top as John One Tap's taking the place of his fallen teammate, the Mira, as Hibana is going to be getting into a gunfight with the Jaeger, as Stoneheart's going to be there. Akmarat's going to get it down onto Kanda. That's going to be a rush of the board, and Doctor's going to get one onto Blanky. So bodies falling on the side of Z-Rush pretty quickly. But no, the plant's going to be going down in Tellers of all places, as the Valk gets spotted out and gets taken out by El Noob. The pre-fire coming in from the side of Jaeger is going to get 2 and John One Tap's going to get 1. That's going to be a 1v2 in the favor of the IQ, as he's going to be taken out by the shotgun of John One Tap. So Shining Heroes finally defending Archive successfully as they go up 5-1 on Consulate, and this does not look good at all for Z-Rush at this point.
Shining Heroes definitely playing that they want to keep their spot on Division 3 right now. They don't want to let Z-Rush walk away with this win, because, like I said, I've been saying this since the start of this match. It doesn't matter if Z-Rush wins this or loses it. They've got what they wanted for this division. But here's the deal. Shining Heroes are fighting for their life right now, and that is exactly what is making them perform so much. 5 rounds on the board off of the roll swap coming in. 5-1 is the scoreline. Round 7 we proceed to, and Shining Heroes stay 1 round away from taking this to match point, and Shining Heroes definitely playing like they're supposed to right now, because they're fighting for their life, mind you. They're on the 6th position. The bottom 4 teams of Division 3 get relegated out of the league, only for them to make their way back through the qualifiers once again. And this is such an important win that Shining Heroes needs for them right now, and they're playing exactly like it. If they happen to get this win, that is not only going to brand them as the only team to defeat Z-Rush, but that is also going to secure them their spot in Division 3 right now, and get them to Season 3 of the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League. Very well played, Shining Heroes. You have my respect, as I hope Dr. Dan can relate with that meme. But
Most definitely.
see, there we go. That out of the way, we'll be seeing Elno bring out the smoke, and Elno, sadly, he's been the person left alone in the clutch situations for Z-Rush, and now 1 versus 2. Neither of them worked out in his favor, but then again, man's making a debut after a long time. Might as well cut him some slack. We're seeing AK Maharaj bring out the Zofia. Very interesting. AK Maharaj has been playing quite a lot of IQ, and Slownard once again he's bringing out the Commando. I don't know what's up with Shining Heroes. Everybody uses the Commando and not the LMG on the IQ, knowing that that's a far more superior gun now, that is. But then again, it comes down to personal preference. But I'm just saying, Shining Heroes, I mean, might as well take the advantage that that just puts you at an advantage in a general level of a gunfight. John One Tap is going to be opening that barricade on towards the south wall, of the admin. Area Dust very patient. Oh, what a nice angle for himself as well over the water cooler. Indeed, it's a nice angle, definitely, but a wall bank could come in any time as well. It's only sense to see, and if the sledge can take away the head, or he gets that kill for himself. Kanda once again playing awfully close, waiting to take that gunfight for himself as magnets come alive from Area Dust. Just gets spotted out as well, and look at the radius of the magnet, man. Some reason it's awfully huge. I mean, really huge. Speaking of really huge, we won't be seeing Gridlock being employed on the side of Shining Heroes, as we did see Z-Rush bring out the Gridlock, but not Shining Heroes. But you can understand. All right, the wallbang comes in from the side of the printer window, that is. But I think Kanda was watching this, was he not? But then again, you can only watch so much from that thin angle that you got for yourself, and you got to be playing in a really bad spot right now, because another defender goes down. John One Tap is going to pre-fire that spot, and he's going to get that kill as well. But that's going to be Doctor actually making his way in the hallway. Doc spots out the Nomad, but the Nomad's charge has gone out. That is going to not allow the Doc to come in, but the Nomad has already pushed in, but he gets shut down by Elno. Elno going for the reload. He gets another. He gets a third. Elno gets them all. What a play from the smoke here. And it's all on to Kingu. 1 versus 3. The babes go out. That's the smoke, babe. Only one of them out of the way right now. Kingu not taking any damage from them, and he's going to get the L noob. It's a 1 versus 1 right now. It's against the Doc. Not a fight you want to be playing. The Claymore comes out of all things, and Kingu is going to move back and try and go for the plant. at exactly what he'll be doing, but the sound cues go off already. Shakti trying to find the body of the Thermite, making this push happen, comes all over to the rotation. I don't think Kingu knows this, but he's just going to fall back and play this to perfection. He's got to make sure he plays the weight game, because right now Shining Heroes are fighting for the match point, and he wins that gunfight. Shining Heroes will proceed to match point with off the bat of the play, and a 1 versus 2 clutch coming in from Kingu here. Very well played, my man. Nice execute coming in on towards the end.
But that smoke play coming out from the side of El Noob, oh boy. I myself play a lot of smoke in mute when I'm playing for my team, be it ranked or scrims, and I definitely know that pulling off something like that requires some serious skill on the side of El Noob. I mean, you had me right there, El Noob. Irrespective of that, Shining Heroes are going to be taking that round, as they're going to be sitting pretty on match point, as they have not only put themselves in a place where they might just be able to take the game in this round, but also maintain a healthy round difference, as sometimes that just might be the thing that pulls you out of elimination. So
Attackers need to locate
the
and
next side
defuse
that
bombs.
we're gonna see Z-Rush coming back to the same side, as they were not able to defend this successfully on their first attempt. I think that there's a different
Attackers have
operator
located
selection.
bombs.
Yes, we're gonna see the Legion being brought out instead of the Vamai, and I believe that's gonna be. Was there a bandit last time? I don't think there was. I think there was a Valk. Yeah. So Valk and Vamai have been changed um, for the Bandit and the Legion. So a little bit more frag potential, as you can say, from the side of Z-Rush, as they definitely need to make their way into this game a little bit, since they've not gotten a single round since round 3, I believe. So the pressure is definitely onto them. As we're going to see the attackers make their way towards spawn, Shakti is going to be holding a spawn peak angle, but he's not going to be getting anyone, as he's decided to play this passive and probably hold some long angles with the ACOG this time. But we're going to see a sneaky angle coming out from the side of
Bomb
Blanky,
located by
as
attackers.
this might just be something that the attackers may not expect, but hey, that gets you a kill. As the Doc's gonna get droned out inside Printer, he's probably gonna get rid of that drone, as IQ and the Sledge are gonna be repelling onto meeting windows. IQ is gonna go off repel, as this is something called off a death balcony, as you do not have a lot of place to play on, but a lot of people like to just repel rather than come down and play the balcony. So quick admin side take from the side of Shining Heroes, as the Nomad Air Jabs is going to be denying flanks coming out from the side of Visa Stairs, as Nomad's going to take a Guma into the shin. She's probably going to be safe to pull this out, as Kanda's going to get one onto Akmaraj, and that's going to be your Zofia off the board. So a lot of fragging utility, as well as a lot of denial taken out from the side of Shining Heroes. He's going to get stemmed back up to almost full health, as the Legion's going to be probably going to get into the gunfight along with the IQ, as she's trying to melee a barricade, I believe. No. So at this point, with 1 minute left, we have Z-Rush in a pretty good spot, as they have the man advantage, but with the angles being open from the side of Shining Heroes, this seems to be a meaty side push. And as we know, it did not work out in the favor of Z-Rush last time. So quick angles being made from the side of Shining Heroes, but Area Dust's going to get one onto Kingu. That's going to be your Thermite of the board. Stoneheart's going to light up the Legion a little bit, but he's not going to be able to take him out yet. Akmaraj going to get... And that's going to be Stoneheart on the floor, as Arya Dust is going to get him as well. The impact thrown out to get him, but that's not going to confirm the kill, as Doctor's going to get him instead. This might just be anywhere. The smoke canisters start going out, as the Sledge is going to be making his way, but no! An amazing shot coming out from the side of Shakti, as he's going to take out the head of Kanda, and that's going to be... Sorry, that's going to be the round end for Shining Heroes. Oh boy, that was so fast. I started messing up my words. But Z-Rush has finally gotten another round on the board, and they are going to be delaying or probably being able to take this back from the side of Shining Heroes and give us a match that might just get more exciting as time proceeds.
All right. So while Zeros get themselves the first round on board for themselves on defense, I've got to ask this to you and the chat for that matter. Are we seeing a comeback coming in from Zerush?
I would love to see a comeback coming in from the side of Zerush.
All right, that's Dr. Dang's opinion. Chat, let us know as well on what you are expecting from Zeros to bring out on this match here. 6-2 is going to be the scoreline, and Shining Heroes, all they have to do is win one round, while Zeros has to win 4 more rounds to make this comeback happen and take this match to overtime. We're seeing ourselves go a little more emphasized in terms of frag potential. Looks like that is what Zeros wants to be playing. So I've got the Vigil, and I don't even need to emphasize on how good the MP7 works in the hands of the Bandit, and Kanda for that matter. The last pick is going to be a denial coming in from Area Dust, as Cyber won't be joining us today for that matter. Elnum is here, that is exactly why. But Elnum, though, coming in as the substitute for Zeros today, he's been performing awfully well. He's got himself 9 frags on the board. Kanda is going to be on 7, while everybody else is doing a good support job in terms of frag potential. While coming back to Shining Heroes, AK Maharaj topping off his team scoreboard, 11 frags for the man, while Doctor is on the second, and he's got 7 for himself. The KD ratio of AK Maharaj is definitely something that you've got to look out for. The frag potential, really nice. We're seeing ourselves, Kingo is just going to be watching that spawn peak. That is something that Zerush like to do a lot, and they've got some good statistics to prove that as well. I mean, the way the spawn peaks turn out in their favor, sometimes it's 50-50 percentage, but still Zerush likes to play it that way, and that is their play style in the end of the day. We're seeing Stoner making his way on towards this reverse rappel trick coming in, most probably because they don't want the Bandit to keep tricking that wall as the Thermite goes for the breach. Bandit, I don't think he spotted out the buck. He does spot it, but that's a gunfight that you don't want to be taking, Kanda. It's definitely not an advantage that you have at that point. A Maestro Cam perfectly placed to light up everybody. Shakti is going to get Kingu. That's your Thermite taken on the board, but only before the frag comes in and the breach comes in, excuse me. It's going to be a 4 versus 4 established right now, as it's a little bit of a helter-skelter here for the attack and the defense. But look at this. I don't think Stoner knows there's somebody on circular desk. Yes, he doesn't know. And Ella is here to pick him off. Blanky gets himself a frag onto the head of Stoneheart. And looks like this might as well just be the climb of the comeback that Zerush is mounting here. John One Tap and Doctor very lit up, in fact, and everybody's outside the breach. Actually, is that the case right now? No, there's two. No, there's 2 people here. Where's the third one? No, everybody's here. In fact, the Nomad is going to go down and get finished by the Maestro. Look at this. Look at this teamwork coming in from him. AK Maharaj, meanwhile, is going to shut down Shakti as another attack comes along, but there's somebody waiting for him on yellow. That is it for Zerush, as Elnuk gets the finisher kill onto AK Maharaj and John One Tap. And Zerush get themselves round 3 on board. And looks like the comeback is in the play.
Oh boy, so Elnuk's really having the game of his life. He's not just getting frags, but he's also helping his team finish off rounds. So you're slowly seeing Zerush come back to the shape and form that we know them for. Is it going to be enough at this late stage of the game where they're going to not give a single round to Shining Heroes for the next 3? Is going to be something that is going to be left to see as time proceeds. But we're going to see Zerush make their way to lobby, as this is going to be the first time that we're going to see this site come out in this map. So lobby is a site that you really need to hold externally. You can still hold piano a little bit using Maestro cams and yokai drones, but Echo being banned, you're not going to have anyone of those being available to the defensive side. So lobbies really just held from meeting upstairs, since you cannot just physically stay inside lobby since it's completely open. But if you pick off enough of the attackers that are going to be pushing towards the building, whether they are inside or outside, is really going to help you make this site even tougher, as it works both ways. If it's open for the defenders to camp inside, it's also way too open for the attackers to
seconds
plant
remaining.
in without you realizing that they have done so. So we're
Attackers are
gonna
moving
see
out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
a smoke being brought out by El Noob again. He's most definitely the player you want to have the SMG-11 and the shotgun in hand, as those three smoke canisters are actually going to be really important for the side of Z-Rush, as we're going to see an admin side take come out from the side of Shining Heroes.
Stop worrying about grenades.
It really just goes without saying that unless you have a lot of map control, as bullet holes being made by the Jaeger, and the Nomad, I believe, is not going to spot those out. This is going to be really close. Is that the sledge or the Nomad? I have no idea, but the nade comes out from the side of John One Tap, and that's going to be taking out Blanky as he decides to repel in, but it's going to get taken out by Shakti. So 1-to-1 trade coming out from the side of both teams. So that's actually going to be the buck of the board. So a lot of soft breach, you can say, being brought by the side of Shining Heroes, as Doctor is going to get one onto Arya Dust. That's going to be your Legion. So a big kill coming out from the side of Shining Heroes, as it's going to be 4v3, and the Sledge is probably going to be getting into a gunfight with the Jaeger, as he's going to miss some shots, but he's going to get some, and he's finally going to get taken out, as Doctor's on the other hand going to get rid of Kanda. That's going to be your Valk as well. So one defender upstairs, one downstairs. El Noob's going to be holding down sight right now, as maybe some of the attackers are deciding to clear out the Jaeger, but no, they just decide to go for a side push, as they're going to be repelling on piano windows. This might just be a lobby side plant. They're going to have to deal with the smoke canisters and Shakti that's going to be playing upstairs with vertical angles to sight. So he's going to make quick angles for himself to peek down the hatch at a much steeper angle than you can usually do so, as El Noob's still going to pocket some of those canisters for himself. Jaeger's going to spot out the legs of the Thermite, but his shots are going to give away his position and the angle that he's going to be peeking. This might just be a rotate onto piano, as the smoke's going to be putting out his first canister, and the plant is not yet come out from the side of Kingu. He's just decided to push the smoke, as El Noob's going to lose that gunfight. It's going to be 1v3 in the favor of Shining Heroes. This might just be the final seconds of the round, as the plant's going to be going down. Jaeger's going to be making his way down yellow stairs, as the GG has been dropped, and GG indeed, as Akmaraj on piano repel is going to get rid of the Jaeger. Oh boy. 4-9. Is that Blanky's score? Yep, that's gonna be Blanky's score. So Shining Heroes gonna be keeping their position in Division 3, as they have defeated Z-Rush on Consulate.
So the only team to defeat Z-Rush and end that win streak that Z-Rush had for themselves, and going by the name of unbeatable in Division 3, Shining Heroes shutting down the amazing run that Z-Rush had, as Z-Rush has themselves 18 points secured. Never mind. I was thinking they were on 15 points, but anyway, Shining Heroes are now, after this match, they'll be having themselves 10 points on the board, and 12 points. It'll be a very close fight, because it'll come down to how Zeus-Sabers and newcomers perform, and the Peacemakers for that matter. The Peacemakers, Zeus-Sabers and newcomers, they sit on 12 points for themselves. And the winners in this match is going to decide if Shining Heroes get to be in the spot or not. And oh boy, Division 3 is so hot right now. Everybody fighting for the spot for themselves in Division 3 to stay alive and not get relegated. As we'll be coming up with the next match in just a moment. But as I just breathe in on how amazing this this whole standing over here is. Z-Rush on top with 18 points. Moha with 18 as well, that is on second position. The third, fourth, and fifth position come down to the Peacemakers, Zeus-Sabers, and newcomers with 12 points for themselves. And the sixth one is going to be Shining Heroes, and they're the only ones that have 9 points, mind you. While coming back to seventh and eighth, that's on 6 points, Zealand Sports and 0.8. Well, right now we'll be proceeding to the next match coming up. That is going to be Zeus-Sabers and 0.8. And mind you, if Zeus-Sabers win this match, the fight is going to go in the favor of the Peacemakers, newcomers, and Shining Heroes. It is then going to shift on which of these teams play well between TPM and newcomers to allow Shining Heroes make this use of this victory, because right now the division standings look so hot and everybody is very close. Someone to the relegation, somebody to the promotion, and somebody just making it safe in this division. We'll be right back in just a moment with the next match coming up. Zoo Sabres versus Point 8. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment. All right, everybody, welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Foxtrot, and my co-caster today is going to be Dr. Dank. Dr. Dank, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good as I have been reading a little bit of the um chat that was going on between both teams, as there was a suggestion from Creatin from Point 8 to use to have the first round as a knife fight. So that's not going to be coming in, as we do want to have a professional game between both teams, as we're going to be making our way into border, as both these teams, as Point 8 not really having the best season, as you can say. They're sitting on the second last spot, as um, the season's about to end today for Division 3. And Zeus Sabres are going to be sitting pretty up there on the fourth spot. So Zeus Sabres not too worried about, as you can say, being relegated, but at the same time, they do want to win and make their way into Division 2, as the top four teams will be making their, as you can say, jump to the next division. So as we make our way into the ban phase, Point 8 is going to be banning first. That's probably going to be a Thatcher. No, that's going to be a Ying off the board, as a lot of teams like to ban Ying on border, since rooms are smaller and our Candelas can end up flashing a lot of the room, leaving you completely defenseless with the white shield and a message that says XYZ player has killed you. So we're gonna see the second ban coming out from the side of Zeus Sabres. I don't think they're completely certain on what they want to ban. I believe this should be a Thatcher, if my predictions are right. And yes, so Thatcher is an operator that basically a lot of teams like to ban irrespective of the map, since in the current meta with so many electronic gadgets, Thatcher is the only one who can get rid of it from safety and forget about any other utility except Jaeger trying to destroy his EMPs. So a second ban, the first defense ban coming out from the side of Zeus Sabres is going to be Valk, an operator that's really powerful on border and was in fact introduced on border. She's not going to be allowed to play in this map, as Mira, a pretty standard ban on the side of border, is also going to be the operator that's going to face the ban wave. So, Fox, we've got border, two teams that love to go for frags, especially Ash, the player that's playing on Point 8, loves to play Ash and be aggressive in general. How do you think this match is going to turn out for both these teams?
I think Zeus Sabres are a little more poised in terms of how this map is supposed to turn out, because we've seen Zeus Sabres defeat a veteran squad, that is Monkus, in Division 3 back then. They were losing 0-4 and they made a comeback. It's not just any play that they made on water, they made a comeback of all things, and a 6-pick comes in onto the Lord from Bira, as V8 has their star player Bira, because apparently the name of the team is formed after his kill death ratio. Bira has a 0.8 KD, and that is exactly why this team has their name termed and coined as Point 8. We're seeing the Tachanka play once again. We did see Bira bring out the Tachanka yesterday and won a 1 versus 1 clutch indeed for his team as well, as we'll be waiting for Drizzle to load back into the lobby. And looks like Drizzle doesn't have the WD Black SSD, as that gives you more time gaming and less time waiting in the lobby like this. As
Amazon.com/SSD.
no Amazon.com/SSD, boys.
Oh, sorry.
Only
The
WD Black SSD.
Yes,
Exactly.
Protect your bombs.
Only
You
WD
might
Black
as well head on to Amazon and get yourselves a nice WD Black SSD. And Iron Sight's coming in from the side of Creighton. He's running the suppressor, and so is Heartless on the P90. Very interesting pick of guns as well coming in. We're seeing Toxic making sure his the Rook deploys his sweaters. Everybody's going to be up and running with that, and looks like Toxic even destroyed the sweater package This time around, we won't be seeing the sweater package being taken away by the other defenders, but still seeing a little bit of a crouch key spam coming in from both these teams here. One of these teams here. Tachanka with a nice setup. He's got himself watching all the way on towards Armory, and looks like a spawn peak is in play here from the side of Heartless. Creighton also is going to be spawn peeking. That's all the way on towards the west spawn. He's going to meet the Twitch. Tries to land his shots, but not doing anything right now in terms of damage. Fallback comes in, but Toxic right now is getting a little too aggressive. Lancer is going to get Ash. That is one defender off the board already. Toxic a little too aggressive right now. Heartless still waiting for this push coming in. He's got the suppressors rocking, but no bodies to find right now. Heartless still moving around East Stairs. Gets himself a barricade open. I don't think he notices the Nomad is playing over there, but the Nomad charge is definitely being heard out by this dock. Still waiting very patiently. It's not enough action being put on board for the side of point 8. A little bit of a pre-fire comes in from the operators, but the drone works are live from the side of Sabers. Heartless still white peeking this. He's got the stim pistol to help him as well, as looks like Bira has changed his position. Alright, that's a nice angle that he's got for himself. And he gets the kill onto Nicorista. That's a really important one. Drizzle is here to refrag onto Creighton though. It's all onto the dock and the Tachanka as another defender goes down. Elactics dropping down the Vigil, but Heartless is here to refrag back. He's got the stim pistols, he's going to heal himself back up. The Capita Boats is what is going to make sure Bira has to maneuver himself back onto the hallway, and he's made his presence being felt in the hallway as well. Plant should go down any moment now as the flashes and the smokes are coming out from both these teams, but Bira has already pushed in, but he gets caught out, and the plant is a go for the side of Sabers. Heartless is going to be flashing his brains out, but he doesn't really seem to be in a pressure spot. He's just chilling out right now. He's got the track stingers to fight against, and looks like he wants to hip fire his way out of this gunfight. Gets the drone, takes a little while on it. He's got the laser to help him as well. Drizzle knows exactly where this playing. All eyes on the dog right now. There's no way he makes it out the moment he steps into their crosshairs. And looks like Heartless is going to be manning the gun on Tachanka. Just firing away to glory until he finds somebody in those crosshairs. But looks like Sabers is not going to be peeking either. Finally, a little bit of a peek comes in from Drizzle. That is, I think he's going in for the rappel. Yes, he is. A pre-fast from the dock. I'm not going to connect, and he loses that fight against Drizzle. Drizzle winning that fight and getting Sabers round 1 on board. And Sabers, like I said, a little more poison the way border turns out for them. And P8 just not able to stand up against them.
So Pointed really going in for that meme play, as you can say, not working out in their favor, though we did see a nice pick coming out from the side of Bira on that Tachanka turret. So the way that point 8 is playing right now, I don't think that they want to contest Sabers, but we see Drizzle has not loaded into the lobby at all, as he's probably going to get an auto picked up operator at this point. Again, chat, everyone who's watching, those WD black SSDs are going to stop exactly what you're going to be seeing on your screen, and make sure that you're going to have the correct operator for your lineup and help your team win the match. So 2-6 picks coming out from both sides, as we're going to have to wait a bit for Drizzle to load in. The IQ is going to be swapped in for the Monty, and the Pulse is going to be brought out by the Creighton instead of the Rook. So I think point 8 has figured out that Sabers is again going to go for an archive side push, as now they have the ability to look through smokes in the Warden of Bira, as well as give that Monty a small explosive surprise from below his feet with the Pulse C4. We're also going to see a C4 on the side of Mute, so that just might be 2 plants that point 8 might be able to deny if Sabers is not to clear out those 2 people playing downstairs. With the Ash on board, I do believe that, okay, alright, so Drizzle's going to get the Maverick as he loads into the game. And coming back to the point that I was making, with the Lactics on the Ash, I do believe that Sabers is gonna, as you can say, roam clear. So they might just spot out the Pulse early and be able to take him out without having to use, lose one of their bodies to his C4. So Drizzle having some issues with the current storm that we are having on the east side of the country towards West Bengal and towards Bangladesh. Uh, 2020 has not really been the best year, as you can say. I mean, Foxy,
10 seconds to go.
we've had so many things go on. We have, in other words, I would
5
like to
seconds
say
to
that
go.
this year has been January, February lockdown, and then December.
Attackers must locate and
So
defuse the bomb.
run out maybe coming in from the side of creating a punch hole spawn peak being done by Ash, and I believe that's gonna be a C4 off the board for no. Alright, so okay, that was an impact. As the shotgun run out is gonna be coming out from the side of Creighton, he's gonna light up Simplex down to about 50 HP, but it's not gonna be enough to take him out. As the Pulse gonna continue scanning below east stairs, he might just spot out one of the attackers on the east balcony. As yes, he does. That's gonna be your Maverick, I believe. As Maverick's just gonna be holding an angle down to east stairs. He wants to make sure that no one's there. Pulse gonna get spotted out by the drone coming in from the side of Zeus Sabers, as Ash and Creighton are going to be playing close to each other. And mind you, that's Ash as in the player Ash rather than the operator Ash. As Monty's decided to switch up the push, as they're going for an armory side push, as Thermite's going to get the breach in. But the mute jammer is preventing exactly that, as with no utility to take that out except Ash's breach charges, as you can say, they're gonna have to go downstairs and get it. Monty's gonna take some damage with the C4 angle that's opened, and Lactic's gonna get both of the C4 operators playing downstairs. That's gonna be Creighton and Ash off the board, but Lance is down to 1 HP. As Toxic's gonna get one on Drizzle, that's gonna be your Maverick off the board. Two players of Zeus Sabers are low on HP, as the Doc's gonna spot out the Thermite, but no, the Whistle's gonna get taken out by the Ash, and he's gonna get taken out by the Warden. As the Repellent comes in, Ash is gonna spot out the Gridlock, as he's gonna land one shot, but that's not gonna be enough. As the amazing peek comes out from the side of Heartless, as he gets the Gridlock, but Thermite's gonna take him out on Sandwich Window, as the plant's gonna be going down from the side of Monty. But Warden's not going to let Thermite give him cover, as Warden's going to be able to push in and get another one. That's going to be Bira with the clutch coming in for point 8, as point 8 finally take a round on the board. Oh boy, that was an amazing round. I really ate my words over there that point 8 was not trying.
Point eight definitely getting themselves another round on board. Very important, despite the off gameplay in terms of what they've been presenting us with. Usually you don't see the pulse shotgun coming out. There's so many things that we in general don't get to see, but we'll be seeing that bring out from the side of point eight, and they're playing that perfectly well, as it looks like Grizzle has had himself a disconnection. No reverse request coming in from the side of Zeus Sabers yet, as we know for a fact that the area around West Bengal is right now having a storm going on. I hope everybody's safe and sound, and Grizzle is as well. We'll be seeing the six pick once again coming in, but this time around it's going to be from Creighton and not Bira. Holding down on the ventilation side after winning Armory successfully. The equalizer is on board, but how long can they maintain that? Is definitely they're going to be starting off with an advantage in this round. One thing that is for sure. But let us see if Zeus Sabers decide to play this out well, because one thing I think that Zeus Sabers is not able to execute is the swift attacks. I love to see that from Zeus Sabers. We will be seeing the reverse request being put in on board, and we will be going to the reverse, as a disconnection did happen before the prep phase. And yes, we are going into the reverse, and we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, guys. The siege action awaits you ahead of this break.
All right, boys. So we are back into the game as we're gonna see the rehost being called from Zeus Sabers, and since Drizzle had disconnected, we're gonna see the same site and the same mobs being pulled out from the side of point 8, as those are the rules of the rehost. That your site and the sixth pick that you do are going to be the same. So we saw creating sixth pick from the Pulse to the Tachanka before the rehost, as now he's going to be locked in that operator, as we're going to see a sixth pick being brought out from the Monty to the Monty from Lancer. So this is going to be an interesting round, as the Pulse on Creatin might have been a little bit more influential uh, instead of the Tachanka, but we might just see Creatin
Defenders,
pull out
protect your bombs
a
from being
rabbit out of
defused by
his hat,
attackers.
as the Tachanka might just be something that point 8 might have thought about in their strats. As we see some jokes being tossed around
Attackers
by
have discovered
the
the
players
location of
to
the
each
bomb.
other, as the Indian community at this point is having a lot of fun in this game, as everyone knows each other almost at the levels that they play. So I would say everyone's a good friend of each other in the league. So the barbed wire placement
10 seconds
being
to insertion.
pinged by this from the side of the Ella,
5
as
seconds left.
we're going to be making our way into the action phase, as Creatin's going to
Attackers
be
are heading out to defuse a bomb.
is going to be right in front of the main lobby door along with his Tachanka turret, as he might just spot out the head of and that's going to be a one tap onto Elactics, as the Ash is going to be dropped, and the F being dropped in chat by Toxic, as that's going to be and Nikiristo is going to get one onto Heartless. That's going to be your dock off the board. So all in all, I would say the trades in favor of Zeus Sabers, as a trade of a dock for an Ash is obviously going to be more important, as Sledge decides to run across the face where Tachanka is going to be peeking. He's not going to take any damage from the Tachanka turret, I believe, but Toxic's going to get one onto Drizzle, so that's your Nomad off as well. He's going to be stuck inside small office. He might just have the hatch to rotate, as he gets pinged out by the Monty, and Simplex is there to take him out. The Tachanka has also been pinged out. He's going to be making his way down 90 towards, as you can say, offices. He's going to be lying prone inside the hallway. So is going to be another operator. That's, I think, the Ella that's roaming upstairs, as she might have not been spotted out yet. The Monty's worried about the flank coming out from the side of the Tachanka, but the air jab on top of office doors is going to prevent just that. Monty's, sorry, Thermite's going to be opening up the archives hatch, as I think that's the Ella
bomb
that's
has been
prone
located.
inside small office, or am I wrong? No, she's going to be prone on metal stairs. So anyone going to be coming down those stairs going to have an assist prize. As the Thermite's going to be on drone, and no, that's all. That's going to be him off the board, as Monty's also going to fall to Bira. The man's serious, definitely showing off that his KD of 0.8 might not be the right thing that is reflecting on his stats. As Nikiristo is going to light up Creatin a little bit, the impact's going to be coming out from below him, as he's going to take some damage, but the SMG is going to take him out, take Creatin out. A lot of damage being sustained by him, but the run out from Bira is finally going to push, as you can say, 0.8 onto round. Um, I would say what I messed up my words. I'm sorry over there.
That's okay. We'll be proceeding ourselves to round 4 here. And quite the round coming in from the side of Bira, and a really nice one tap from the Chanka. Definitely, that is something that I was not expecting to see. But the Chanka making sure he spots that little head of the Ash out. And now, out of all the operators, the Chanka managed to get a one tap on the Ash. So,
No hitbox.
yeah, exactly. So, we'll be seeing another 6-pick coming in of Lactix. He's got himself the Ash once again from the Zofia. I don't know why so many people prefer the Ash over the Zofia. I mean, Zofia in general just has so
Defenders, protect
much
your bombs from being
utility
defused
for
by
herself,
attackers.
and in comparison, when it comes down to choosing the Ash or the Zofia, the only thing better is I think the speed, but that shouldn't really affect the decision making so much. But P8 satisfying my OCD are going to be reinforcing that triple wall, and we'll be seeing them go on to the customs defense now as they've got themselves another round on board. Despite the main plays that they've been bringing out so far, I mean, with the gun selections, with the way that they're peeking every single little thing, I don't know. I don't think Saber is just not able to play against a playstyle like that.
So point 8 has a playstyle
5 seconds
that's,
to go.
I would not say very common amongst teams at this level. They love to run around, there I might say like COD, but hey, that works for them. They have certainly made it work for them in these 2 rounds, as we're going to see Creighton be really aggressive with the Tachanka along with the suppressor, as Toxic's going to get one to Lancer, but he's going to take some damage as well. The Repel is going to give away the position of the Nomad, as the runner
Oh.
from Tachanka is going to land in a trade for both, as Creighton is going to land a headshot on Drizzle somehow, and that's going to be your Nomad off the board as well. So 2 trades, 2 kills on the side of point 8, PK Bana and the Nomad, and those are 2 huge kills, as Ash is going to be making her way into CCTV, as Vigil's not aware of the position, but the runner from Jaeger is going to give away his position, and Nikristo is going to get one onto Bira, and Ash on the Jaeger is going to be taken out by the Ash on Elactics, as it's going to be 1v3 for Heartless, as he's not going to survive, as Elactics going to get the final kill as well.
All
Oh,
right.
Oh boy. I mean,
This Ash just Galactics rather just straight up playing the way Point 8 has been playing, just no structure, straight up doing what Ash main does. See a opening, walk right into it. He got himself a really good kills, and that did secure them the round as well. Now, for that matter, it did not start in the favor of Zeus Sabers. Gonna have to be honest here. PA definitely making sure they're getting those frags in onto the early game, and that is what is costing Zeus Sabers so much and the difficulty for themselves to put these rounds on board right now, because at this moment, point 8, they are very way back compared to where Zeus Saber stands on the leaderboard, and might as well be this match. So the reason this match is very influential for Zeus Sabers is because if they get this match in, they are essentially making sure they get themselves the promotion onto Division 2 coming onto Season 3. And that is something that has been long overdue for Zeus Sabers. They've been playing in Season 1 for a little longer, and the last time they lost their... Alright, is that a Boss G ACO coming in from Heartless? Very interesting. We're seeing that play, alright. But coming back to what I was saying, Zeus Sabers, they actually managed to almost get their promotion in the last season as well, but Monkas was there to make sure they shut them down and get themselves that advantage over them. And I think it was only by a round difference of 4 rounds that Monkas won over Zeus Sabers, because their points were equalized, and that is something we don't get to see except NWE Black Esports Club League. I mean, that is what puts puts so much pressure in terms of how this match is played, and how you've got to keep your play on top. But look at this. Lancer is going to do quick work of Toxic. She definitely was not expecting that lead coming in, and Lancer winning that. Nikaristo is going to get beat as well. That is your Warden taken out, and it looks like Zeus Sabers are finally standing up to the aggression that Point 8 is bringing up. Zeus Sabers once again gets another headshot. That is going to be Elactics. It's all on a Creighton and Artless to win this out for themselves. 2 versus... never mind.
Why is Tachanka making his way in, as Heartless is going to get a 1-tap onto Drizzle with the Boss GA-Cog, so some round difference in the favor of point 8. Creighton's going to get 1 more back, as we're going to see Creighton's going to get 2 more back, as he's doing a lot of heavy lifting for his team, as the Vigil's going to be playing inside offices, and that's going to be the end of Nikari's, that's going to be the end of Creighton as well. So the Vigil's going to be spotted out in offices, and the Boss G not helping him out, as Simplex going to land a headshot onto him, and that's going to be the round 8 for point 8, as Zeus Sabers are going to go up a round for the first time in this map, as they lead 3-2.
Definitely, with the roll call coming in after the round 6, Something that Zeus Sabers has definitely got to put themselves on board for, because border happens to be attacker favored map, and Zeus Sabers have already managed to lose 2 rounds for themselves. And if P8 managed to get another round on board and take this on a 3-3 advantage on towards a roll swap, I think P8 might as well walk away with this victory. But it only stands to see on how this end game is going to fare for Zeus Sabers. Mira coming out with this expected. It looks like they want to be playing the Spetsnaz operators. The Chanka is brought on board as well, and Capcom is being selected from the Rook. Very interesting picks coming in, as looks like they don't want to allow Zeus Sabers bringing in the rush plays that they've been exhibiting. Somebody just walking up straight up onto side, and all right, Heartless is sadly going to be team killing his friend. That is going to be Toxic. The Maestro is off the board already. Very interesting. F in the chat for my boy Maestro, please. As I'm going to drop an F myself. And we'll be seeing another. Never mind. We'll be seeing some Capcom traps being placed. And just some standard work being done from these teams here. Some pre-fires coming from the Chanka as well. As for a second, I thought Bira is going to be losing his life as well. And the Heartless is going for another run out. Is that what he's doing? No, he's just going to fall back right now. Nothing that Heartless will convert on.
Something that I just noticed is that if you put the ACOG on the P90 and then you start running, it gives you flashbacks of the ACOG on the SMG because of that short barrel. And being someone who started off Siege playing Smoke as his first operator with the ACOG on the SMG, that kind of brings back memories. As let's bring ourselves back into the game, as Heartless gonna give a lot of free fires, as he's gonna wall bang the Nomad. And Rizzle's going to be off the board, as he's going to be spotted out next to office window. He might just be in a position does not want to play, as 3 attackers are going to be outside the office wall. He's going to land some shots, but no, he's going to be completely flashed. He's going to go prone. No, he's going to be crowd. He's going to be pushed from 3 sides, and he's not going to stand a chance there, as Simplex is going to take him out, and Lance is going to get one onto Bira, as Lactic's going to get one onto Kratom, so it's all down to the Ash. She's going to be peeking towards the vents window, as we call it, and the plant's going to be going down, but Ash knows exactly where Ash is playing. He's going to land a sweet headshot onto the smoke to finish off the round for Zeus Sabers.
Ash knows exactly Ash is playing. This is exactly why you don't pick an operator name when it comes to a competitive game like this. And so this was a conversation I had with one of my friends way back when I just entered competitive scene, and he wanted to take up the name of Frost. No, just as I speak about it, Nicarista brings out the Frost. Never mind. I'm gonna switch back to Mumbai. So I suggested him that please don't take the name of Frost, because that is going to make things all the while more difficult for me to communicate and give calls in the game. Because how do I tell you if there's a Frost in the opponent, or I'm calling out things that you know, it's just a whole another confusion that having the same name as an operator throws off. And Ash this time around is going to make things easier for us, as he's going to be picking the Ash, and that is just going to make things easier for us to commentate on. And the dog, no, never mind. I thought I saw a shotgun from somebody. I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind making me hallucinate over casting Siege for almost 6 hours every day. But anyways, time to show off my Call of Duty skills. Says Toxic. And it looks like he's got himself the Kali employed. Alright, there's some quick scopes coming in. Nicarista says he wants to play Call of Duty. And just some friendly banter in the chat going on between these teams here. Nothing better than having such a wholesome environment for playing your matches. Laxsticks coming up with a nice angle onto this Mount Peak behind the Wenson Valley. I don't think anybody spawned there. Yeah, actually nobody has. And P8, a possible rush strategy coming in from with the Dokubi and the Lion and the Clash and the Ash in play. Heartless just amazing on the IQ as well. Oh, Bira doesn't know that the soft wall is open, and he's just going to rappel in despite that. But the calls are still secured, and a one-tap comes in from Heartless. A really nice one onto Lactix. That is going to take out your Doc Ash, making his way in. Going to take down the barbed wire. pushes in directly, and the Ash charge and the line charge is in play. Bira goes in, and it's a bloodbath right now. Harter is going to take down Nicaristo. Drizzle trying to land as many shots as he can, but there's only so much the Jaeger can do, and he can do a lot actually. Drizzle's got to get himself a double kill. That's your diffuser down as well. Drizzle making some plays happen. He's going to get a third. That's your Kali off the board. Winning a 1v1 in that angle with the Kali, and he gets a fourth. Drizzle with the quad kill coming in for the side off. Sabers, will he get the ace? He goes in for the pre-fire, but the prone peak comes in from the Dokubi, and that is what is going to shut down the ace from Drizzle. But how long can Bira survive is a real question here. Calls go out as the Maestro is going to be hindered off his camp. Now Bira making his plays happen for his team. Some meaties come in, but the Maestro's wallbang is going to scare the Dokubi definitely. Still watching on this angle. It looks like they're just having a timeout till he gets himself some nice information. But look at this drop down. That did come in from Simplex. It's going to end the Dokubi. And that is it. Bira is going to get taken away in 0.8. I was about to say Bira Esports for a second. Yeah. 5-2 is going to be the scoreline in the favor of Sabers as we proceed to round 8.
So the Jaeger was, I would say, the single most important person in that round, since he basically was the person who got Sabers in the spot where they were able to isolate where the Dokubi was playing and finally get the round for them. But I'm pretty sure that the Jaeger is going to be really mad that the Dokubi decided to go prone in the middle of a gunfight and deny him the ace. But irrespective of that, amazing shots being pulled out from the side of Drizzle on that Jaeger, as we're going to see a 6 pick from Thermite to Finka. So 0.8 is really, as you can say, being dedicated to that rush that they have, or I mean the aggressive play that they've tried to bring out from the start of this game. As on the other side, we're going to see Sabers probably apply a little bit more of a methodical approach to their defense, as looking at the, as you can say, operator selection, it doesn't seem that they're aware that the Finka pick is in play. But again, it's going to be something that we're going to have to wait and see how Sabers are going to be dealing with the rush that 0.8 in all probability is going to be pulling out. So Electric's going to be reinforcing the small green hatch that a lot of people love to open for rotates, and Kade's probably going to use his Artilla Electro Claws to deny any hard breacher that 0.8 might bring to get them open, but 0.8's not going to be bringing that, and instead they have the Finka. So this might just be a quick round, as the first Finka's Adrenaline Surge has been pulled, and she's going to be inside side with shotgun blazing, as 0.8 have complete control of the site, and suddenly the hatches that were reinforced are playing against the side of Sabers, and the plant's already gone down. The Ash is going to be prone. She's going to take out the castle, and it's going to be a complete retake from the side of Sabers. The Jaeger is going to be making his way in. He's going to get the Ash. He's going to get tagged a little bit. He's going to spot the Thermite, but it's not going to be enough, as in a flurry of kills, 0.8 has taken the round as they make it 5-3. Oh boy, what a round. That was a quick one. So we're gonna see Sabers making their way back to ventilation as the site that they want to defend. We're gonna see a gridlock being brought out from the side of 0.8, as no 6-pick has been pulled out yet, and it's gonna be another 6-pick onto the Finka. So 0.8 might just be going for another rush, as Lancer's gonna 6-pick from the Kate to the Ella, as that might just help Sabers have a better bearing on them whether a rush is in play from the side.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As you know, Ella on the technical test server has been nerfed, including Zofia and Echo as well. You won't have your mouse multiplier changed when you get hit by the Gizmod or the concussion mines, and that might just make them a little less annoying to deal with. along with the Echo, who has now been nerfed to have his camera shake effect being removed,
Attackers have discovered
and
the
your
location.
concussion is going to last for the same amount of time, irrespective of your movement. We're going to see some angles being made out by the Jigger as Legions this time decided to open up for
5
Hash
seconds left.
to allow a little bit on the side of the Sabres.
Attackers objective
Elamine's
is
going to be
defuse
going
the
out
bomb.
onto every entrance of the site so that we have better understanding about the rush being in play. Foxy, so 2 times a Finca rush on the side of point 8. Do you think that this is gonna
Oh, yes, definitely. Look at this. They're already making their way, and Simplex is going to get quit. And that is one frag off the board. That is from the top floor, obviously. And they're just waiting a little hindered on where that kill came in from. Definitely not something you can just walk into. But he's still going to do that. Simplex is going to get himself a very easy kill. Once again, looks like the maneuver has come in onto the side here. A few pre-fires are put in the board, but Simplex has just moved away. He does get spotted by the Ash. No, he doesn't. Simplex is going to drop another Simplex on the Legion, doing some heavy work here for his team. Niguriso meanwhile goes down in the hands of Toxic. It's essentially all down to Toxic and Heartless to make plays for the team. Making way onto side, but he gets concussed by the Elamines, and it's all down to Heartless now as Ash is going to be down for the while. Heartless making his way through onto his offices. Does he get noticed by Simplex? Yes, he does. He takes a lot of shots to his body. Might as well go for the revive here. Oh, looks like he doesn't even want to revive his teammate. Just gonna... Oh, all right. What a one tap coming in from Heartless. As I don't think he notices the hole right beside him to go for the revive. What?
and he's gonna have his teammate die right
Oh,
in
no.
front of
His
him.
Ash bleeds out right in front of the IQ. And...
It was too
Yeah,
late.
it was too late. Yep. F's in the chat as you Sabres proceed to match point.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
that
quite the
was
transition.
yeah, that would. So, Zeus Sabres are going to be sitting on match point as it's going to be 6-3 in the favor of Zeus Sabres. They just need one more round to finish this off, as point 8 need to take 3 rounds so that they can take this match into overtime. The way that point 8 is playing right now, they're just throwing bodies, and as we talk about that, we saw an Amaru pick being teased that might just be 6th pick from the side of Vira. So I believe that this round's going to be really interesting as well, as yes, the Jackal's going to be 6th picking into the Amaru. Come on, give us an Amaru, Vira, please.
The Dokui comes
No,
out.
that's going to be a Doku. So as you call it, the toxic lineup coming out from the side of point 8.
Defenders, protect your bombs
hey,
from being defused by
we
attackers.
know how fun it is to play that lineup and how, as you can say, not fun it is to play against that lineup. But Team Kill being teased by the Ella, but she's not going to do the same thing as I want point 8 to seriously slog this out and win this, but the way that Zeus Sabres is playing this right now, I have my doubts about it. As we're gonna see the Galactics on the Ella gonna be really powerful operator. Her gun's not gonna be the easiest one to use, but her gun's really powerful if you know how to use it. You're gonna be shooting a lot of lead down range with the extremely high fire rate of that gun. But again, with the damage of that gun, it seems like a pea shooter if you're going to be going for body shots. Some vertical angles being made by the Maestro using his bailiff, as the bandit has probably not reinforced all of his walls. So,
Oh, look at this.
this is
Oh, looks like a metal rush is coming in from the side. Oh, for the attacking team here, everybody is here onto the metal stairs. And the maneuver comes in from the line. He's got a shotgun in hand. Bandit is going to make quick work of the line. It's still got a 4 versus 5 established here, definitely. And Toxic holding down this angle very steady for himself. But will he convert on a kill is the real question here. We're still seeing some, alright, so many bodies being dropped. And Bira is going to be the last man left alive. That is it. Zeus Sabres get themselves the win. And get themselves a guaranteed promotion on towards Division 2 as well. Seeing a GG well played dropped in the chat. Simplex gets his final kill and 7-3 on border. And we'll be seeing ourselves head to match 3 here. That'll be on towards the Peacemakers versus Zealand Sports, as this was definitely a shutdown and a very nice win coming in from the side of Zeus Sabers. Very interesting play from Pointed as well, but not enough to convert that into a victory. We'll be right back in just a moment as we proceed to the match 3 of the finale day for Division 3 in just a while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm my fellow gamers. What's up, and welcome back to the WD Black Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host Foxtrot, and joining me today is Dr. Dang. Dr. Dang, how are you feeling this evening?
I'm feeling pretty good, Foxy, after the two games that we've already had between Zia Sabers and Point 8 and Z Rush and Shining Heroes. We are going to be making our way into Coastline for a match between the Peacemakers and Zillion Sports. So,
Definitely. The Peacemakers right now they stay on the fourth spot, while Zillion Sports are way down on the seventh one. Even if they get this win, they can only extend themselves onto the sixth spot. That is still viable for the relegation, mind you. So that means Zillion Sports have got to make sure they get this win on board, while the Peacemakers, if they manage to get this one on board, that is going to definitely have a conflict along with you Sabers, and is going to put them up on the third spot. And it only stands to see if on the finale day for the Division 3, that is today, they manage to make that happen for themselves, because they have to make that happen if they want the promotion on towards Division 2, or else they'll just happen to stay here, because we know for a fact that the Peacemakers, they are a team that got relegated from the Division 2 onto the Division 3, and definitely surviving Division 3 is going to be anybody's priority. But definitely you want to make your way back onto Division 2 right now, because that is the spot that you just came back from, and nobody really likes you don't want to get yourselves relegated onto a division below the playstyle that you exhibit for yourselves. And we'll be seeing the Nomad, the Ying, and the Echo being banned from this game, and the fourth ban coming in from the side of Zillion Sports any moment now, as they'll be starting off on defense first, while the Peacemakers are on attack. Dr. Dang, how do you think in general the way Coastline has been played so far in the WD Black Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League here?
so Coastline has always been a pretty linear map. It's in the shape of a square, but it's played by running around in circles, since you basically just have two stairs to contest and a massive skylight, as you can call it, or a hole in the middle of the map. So Coastline has also been attacker sided since basically whenever it came out in Velvet Shell, with Jackal and Mira being the true operators that were introduced. So Mira has always been a strong operator on this map, though she has over time fallen out of contention to other operators that offer a little bit more utility or a better playstyle suitable to the map, since not every operator is suitable everywhere. So we're going to see the Jackal being played, but the Mira has been banned, and we're going to see a 6 pick from a Vigil to a Valk, as Optic on the IQ is now going to be really important, since those Valk
Attackers need
cams,
to
if
locate
not
and
taken
defuse
down,
bombs.
might be, I would say, a big problem for the Peacemakers to play around. As you can see, a 600 IQ player being called out from the side of Strix on TPM. That's going to be something that we're going to have to wait and see whether Optic is going to be pulling out any 6000 IQ strats.
Indeed. So, speaking of the team rosters that we've got for both these teams, Ethan, Kick-Ass, The Flash, Strix, and Optica on the side of the Peacemakers, while we have Prey, Enigma, Fireflank, Kingfish, and Lord Render on the side of Zillion Sports.
5 seconds left.
Zillion Sports making sure the side is up and prepped perfectly for making this defense happen, as they'll be proceeding to the hookah balcony first. Alright, the spawns have come out. No, excuse me, Dr.
Go
Dang,
on,
sorry.
go on.
Please go on. Alright, never mind. It's just a overlapping of our voices here, but that happens time to time, because it only stands to reason on why we both are very excited to cast this match, and that is this game here. We'll be seeing Strix doing a little too much of a quick peek. I'm not exactly sure if he even has a drone to help himself. And yes, the drone does come alive from the side of Kick-Ass. Jackal making his way in, but Prey getting spotted in a really bad spot. Deagle that he was trying to make angles from, he gets taken out from his own angle. The Jackal making sure he gets that kill for himself. Free fires coming in from the Jackal, as the Jackal scan has been expelled, as Enigma has to make sure he plays a little too dynamic for himself. The Jaeger doesn't want to get caught out in this endeavor. Looks like the push from the side of the Peacemaker is going to be happening on towards the aquarium areas. The Jackal spot is what is irritating the Jaeger oh so much, and he's just going to fall back for the moment. Bar flank is going to be watching the flank quite literally from the blue bar, coming in from the attackers at any moment. Now Kickass is going to be inside blue bar already doing some reconstruction on towards the side. This is something TPM has been doing, very standard stuff from the side of TPM here. As Strix is going to be making his way inside very close to Harry Potter. It's only a matter of time till Fireflank picks a gunfight with him, but looks like he's moving inside Sunrise for the moment. No flanks coming in from the side of Zen Sports either, and that is going to state that everybody on the defense is on the side. Ethan getting ready for a potential plan coming in, while Enigma, Lord Render, and Kingfish are all employed on towards stopping this potential plan from them. Fireflank still very heavy on the blue stairs. Still seeing a 4 versus 5 established in the favor of the Peacemakers. Traxing is come out as well. Lord Render is going to take them out with particular ease. No, but never mind. The second one is going to stop him. As for the while, as the peak has come in from the Jaeger and the smoke plans to go out as well, but Kick is here to deny him of that, as so many track stingers are stopping the smoke to play in his position. He's getting lit up from the hookah balcony. Does he get the kill? No, he won't. Looks away at the wrong time, but the refrag is right in place from Kingfish. Takes down Strix. Kingfish gets down by the IQ. It's all on the Fireflank in a 1 versus 3 position to clutch it out for his team. Fireflank gets the double kill with the C4. What a play from him. He gets the clutch as well. Fireflank with the clutch from the side of Zillion Sports is going to secure the round 1. The C4 goes out and the kill onto the IQ is in play. And play from the Bandit to convert that into a victory for Zillion Sport on the defense on round 1 at Hookah.
Oh boy, and in the beginning of the round, though I didn't state it, I thought that the Bandit is not going to be an operator that's going to be influential in the round, since you don't usually see a Bandit pick come out from the side of teams when they're going to Hookah. But oh, I was so wrong about that, as his double C4 kill and his final frag on the IQ are going to give Zillion a much needed round, as they take the first round on board, and they're going to be making their way towards Blue Bar. Blue Bar is usually the third side that teams like to go to, but as we know, Blue Bar
Defenders,
is
protect your bombs
also
from being
a
defused by
very
attackers.
strong side if the defensive team knows how to handle it. So Blue Bar is going to be something that Peacemakers have not trained, would not expect. They would be expecting a kitchen side defense come out from the side of Zillion. But then again, Coastline's a map where you can basically keep using the same lineup again and again for almost every single
Bomb
site on
located by
this map.
attackers.
Save Penthouse. I mean, you might want to have some hard breach on the side of Penthouse, but even without that, you can get away with the win if you win your gunfights. And in fact, gonna take away some HP on the side of Fireflank. You're just gonna stare at the Legion as
Attackers are
you go
moving
away,
to defuse a bomb.
and you're gonna see a castle being brought out from the side of Zillion. He's gonna help you maintain some map control towards places where you're not gonna be paying attention, and at the same time alert you if the attackers are gonna be making their way in, as they need to use either a sledge or some explosive utility to get rid of those castle barricades. You're gonna see the Jaeger being spotted out in Aquarium as Strix is gonna be making his way in. He is within 5 feet by the Jaeger, and oh, he's gonna win the gunfight out. Enigma's gonna miss enough shots, but Kickass is gonna be lit up as well, as I believe the Jaeger panicked when he saw 2 people on Aqua Balcony. But hey, combined he did 100 HP worth of damage, and that's gonna put Kickass and Strix in a position where even being hit by a smoke canister, not just the smoke, is gonna take out the buck. The smoke's going to be playing close to your sunrise door, as that's a default spot where a lot of smokes play, since you can use your shield and the shotgun to hold down the doorway. As of now, the Peacemakers have a lot of upstairs control, and I believe that the Legion has fallen back. He's going to be seeing IQ's going to make an angle, but Fireflank's going to get one onto Heathen. That's going to be your gridlock of the board. So big kills coming out from the side of Zillion, but no, the Bandit's going to be taken out by Optic, and that's going to be Fireflank. So no more clutch coming, no more clutch scenes for Fireflank this round, as the IQ has dispatched him to being a mere spectator. He can be watching cams and help his teammates clutch, but he's not going to be actively participating in the round anymore. The Castle's going to be playing inside office, a position that I don't think has been called out from the side of Peacemakers right now. Main lobby hatch gets opened by the Jackal, I think. That was a Jackal shotgun that I heard. And Legion's going to be going back to security as he's going to be playing this safe. Castle still, so Zilan still has a lot of map control, but no IQ is going to be downing the smoke, and that's going to be the end of him as the Peacemakers have made their way into Sunrise. Wide peak comes out from the side of the Legion, but he's going to get taken out by the IQ as well. So Optic on a quad kill right now. Prey is going to take one out. The plant's going to be going down by the Zofia, and that's going to be close to the Sunrise window. And Opti is going to be taken out by Prey, who's sitting on a double kill right now. But UMP is not really the best gun that you want to be having in this situation, as he's going to be making his way towards side. He has to deal with the Buck playing close to the Zofia playing close to the bomb as he gets spotted and lit out. His position is now known, and he does not know where both the attackers of the Peacemakers are playing. He's not going to be watching that window, and the shot's going to ring out as the flash is going to take out Prey in a flash. Oh boy, these puns don't stop. So Blue Bar, not the best side that not the right call, I would say, from the side of Zilan, as the TPM is going to be getting one round on the board.
Yeah, definitely TPM get themselves that one attacking round right now. Like I said, TPM is essentially fighting for the spot to get themselves that promotion on Division 2. And let us see if TPM can make that happen. But Zilan Sport, definitely, they're not backing down without a fight here. They want to make sure that they give more than just a fight to the Peacemakers right now. But it essentially shouldn't come down to a one player making a play happen for your team. It might happen. You know, there's some pressure moments that every player has to perform in them. But then again, you cannot just entirely depend on one player for every single round.
True.
This time, we'll be seeing Zilan Sport once again rely on the Blue Bar and Sunrise defense. They won't be going to kitchen anytime soon. Looks like they just like to defend the side. I'm gonna have to agree here that except for some plays, some misplays that happen from the side of Zilan Sports, looks like they want to make sure they don't let them happen this time around, and that might as well be something that secures them the round here. Of total reinforcement coming in from the side of the sauna door and the castle barricade as well, as essentially isolating the entirety of the sauna door out there. Seeing Fireflank placing down his Valkyrie cams as well as the action phases that go. Heathen going back on drones, making sure he's supporting his teammates. While Strix, once again, he's going to bring the Jackal. Some pre-fires coming in from the man here. Making sure that the rappel game comes in. Drone is going to go out. Yes, Dr. Danny.
So I think that Strix and the Buck are going to be a little bit more careful after the run out that Enigma pulled out on them last round.
I think this time around Enigma himself is going to be a little more careful to not do stuff like that.
True.
He got taken out very early, man.
Yep.
Attackers have located a
So
bomb.
we're going to see the Peacemakers have an aqua side push like last time, and again Enigma is going to be sitting inside. But no, the vertical holes from Prey, they're not going to help him, and he's going to miss a lot of shots. That might just give away his position playing inside office. Strix going to take a Guma into the shin, but he's going to have no contention trying to pull it out. He's going to be making his way towards Hookah as he's going to spot some footprints and a Valcam. That's going to be a Legion spotted who's playing Harry Potter right now. So complete cool vibes control being taken by the side of TPM, but Enigma is going to get one onto the onto Heathen, as Kingfish is going to get one onto Kingfish, as the Jaeger also got one onto the Legion got one onto Strix as well. So right now with great favor in the face of Zilan. The shot coming out from Enigma, he panicked and hit the control key, but the crosshair placement was on point as he's going to be taken out by the Zofia of Flash. So Enigma did his job. He got 2 important kills. He got the IQ and the good block, as well as we saw the Legion get one onto the Jackal. So a 3v3 with a little bit of an HP advantage, sorry, a 3v2, my bad, in the favor of Resilient Sports. And they also do have three complete 100 HP players to contend with, I would say, the 90 and the 75 HP players that we have on the side of the Peacemakers. But complete upstairs control on the side of the Peacemakers, they might just have enough time and resources to open up some vertical lines of sight that might help them push defenders into a less favorable spot. We're going to see an angle being held by Fireflank to office door, as we do believe that the Zofia and the Bucks could though gonna drop down and lose his life to Prey, as it's all down to the Zofia outside pool entrance, as she's gonna be making her way in. She does not know if there's an attacker playing behind that shield, and her concussion mines are gonna be eaten up by the Zofia, by the ADS, as she's gonna eat one of her own concussion mines and be stopped by the smoke. She's still gonna be worried about the player playing behind the shield, but there's no one over there, and the single bullet's going to be giving away her position. But no, there's not enough time for the PPM, sorry, for the Peacemakers to get around on blue bar, as Zillion successfully defended the second time they go for this side.
No, we'll be seeing TPM definitely having a very slow attack push coming in, and even if having themselves a 2 versus 3 established, they did not convert on it, as we saw completely different sides of push coming in from the side of TPM. The Buck died somewhere all towards main lobby, while the Zofia is pushing Sonador. I have no idea what TPM was thinking at that moment. Is not something that you would be expecting to make the best out of a situation in a 2 versus 3 position, but then again, it does come down to what they were thinking to make some plays happen based on the information that they had for themselves. We're seeing ourselves proceed on to round 4 here, as Zillion Sports sit very comfortably on the advantage that they have got for themselves, and that is going to allow them to proceed to the kitchen defense as well. Lord Render running the smoke here. Lord Render, the man on the interview that we got to catch up with on season 1 this time around. Not much as Zillion Sports. Looks like they just want to be taking their sweet time on how they play this match out. Seeing ourselves proceed into it's pretty much the standard stuff being done from the side of Zillion Sports. Nothing too flashy except for Fireflank bringing out the Ella. Usually we don't see the Ella being brought on board. The Scorpion, not exactly a gun you want to be using and picking long range fights on a map like this, but the shield and the concussion mines from Ella, is definitely what is going to help them. An extended roam does come out, and I don't think Kingfish noticed that drone. Oh, he doesn't actually. It's right behind him. Does Prey notice it? No, neither of them do actually. Never mind. All right, very well hidden drone there. In fact, and Fireflank is not going to notice that either.
Oh,
never mind. All right. Is it just me, or they are actually ignoring the drone placed over there?
I mean, that's a spot that I usually check for the drone.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can see it crystal clear. But
Oh yeah,
hey,
speaking of you checking for the drone, you play for Skybound Esports, am I right?
yes, I do.
Right. So are we going to see Skybound Esports participate in the season 3 qualifiers?
Yes, we are. We
All right.
definitely are going to be pulling in for the qualifiers, as Legion's going to be incredibly close. And wall bang onto Opti. That's going to be a good night for the IQ, as the Legion's going to escape with a little bit of HP off.
Oh boy!
One more onto the flash. The Legion's finally gonna get spotted out by the angle made by the gridlock, as Heathen is gonna finally put an end to the roam that Kingfish was having. But the damage has already been done. That's your IQ and your Zofia off the board. Another Goo Mine being taken to the shin by the Buck, as he's gonna lose a little bit of HP, but he's not gonna be too worried. And Buck's gonna be opening an angle to the Jaeger, and that's gonna be the end for Enigma, as the round has suddenly changed on its head for the side of the Peacemakers. They're going to be having complete upstairs control, so they're going to be opening up lines of sight for defenders in common anchor areas, as the Ella is going to be soon but surely be pushed out of her sight. The Wild's going to be playing in main lobby. Her position is not being spotted out. The Ella is going to spot the feet of the Buck, but she's not going to land enough shots, as she's now going to be picking an angle that might not just be the best thing, and she's lit up quite a bit. She's going to be stuck in a spot where she cannot rotate out of anywhere. But finally, she does make her way towards the delivery side, as we say. So TPM right now in a great spot. Ella is going to be playing in the corner, and Gridlock's not yet checked whether she's going to be playing there or not. But the Stringers might just give her a position. But no, the Ella Grismot definitely made sure that the Ella was in the advantage. So Valks gives a peekaboo to the buck as that's
15
going to
seconds
be
to go.
the buck of the board, and with 10 seconds left on the round for Strix, he is going to have his position given away by the Ella Mine and the
5 seconds
Grismot,
remaining.
as the Smoke's not going to have any problems taking him out, as 2 quick kills coming out from the side of Zillant were enough to turn the round in their favor.
Definitely, Zealand Sports are going to take that win in their pocket, right up with the amazing play that we did see come out from the side of Kingfish. Was that?
Yep. that
Yeah,
was
so Kingfish bring out the 2K in the beginning of the round, put them in an advantage, and then again, the play from the Ella is what mattered because she got the planter down. And once again, TPM, I wouldn't really say that attacks are structured because they're doing everything right. They're getting the top floor control done. They're getting making sure they have enough angles established onto the side as well with the vertical play. But here's the thing: they are very, very heavily spread out when it comes to an end execute, and that is not something that you want to be doing. You do everything right in your favor until the mid round, and then again when it comes to a time of performance, you just cannot be giving away the advantage to your defenders, and that is exactly why Zealand Sports walk away with another round, all in the hands of Kingfish and the Ella coming in on towards the end there, definitely surviving those vertical lines of sight for herself. Put that round on board for Zealand Sports, and a 3-1 scoreline as TPM looks like they might as well forego their position on taking away that spot in Division 2 towards you Sabres. Round 5 coming up and alive is Kingfish making sure he's landing his boom mines in the right spots. And the shield play, all right, very interesting and not very recommendable if you ask me. But yeah, coming back to what I was talking with you, Dr. Nang. Skybound Esports making their way in Season 3. So if Zealand Sports manage to lose this match somehow, you will be facing Zealand Sports. And what as a team, what do you think is something that you will be bringing out on board for yourselves if Zealand Sports is the team you'll be facing in the qualifiers of Season 3?
So, I mean,
A bomb has been
Zealand has, I do remember casting the game with you when we saw the final qualifier on the side of Zealand versus TBD.
Right.
And we saw exactly what happened when TBD decided that, hey, Zealand's going to be easy. We saw TBD being knocked out, and here we have Zealand playing on Coastline with the Peacemakers on the final day of Division 3. So,
Attackers have located.
I can never finish off my story as Strick's going to get one on the fire plank, and we might just have enough time right now. So, if we face Zealand Sports, we definitely know that one thing that we're going to be following is that till the game has not ended on the side of the Rainbow Six Siege server, we are not going to call it a GG, as we know that Zealand's a team that loves to fight despite being in any kind of hole that they might be in. As even now, the Peacemakers are sitting about 3 positions above them, but by the looks of it, Zealand's not gonna give up anything. As we're gonna see the Jaeger waste some time on the side of luggage by getting into gunfight with the Zofia, as the Smoke's gonna take some damage, but he's not gonna land any shots onto the Buck despite having clear line of sight. The Buck's still not looking towards the Smoke, as he's gonna lose all the floor below him with the skeleton key that the Buck's gonna be wielding, as Prey's gonna lose his life to I Heathen. It looks to be a spot where Zealand did not want to be in. It's gonna be a 5v3 in the favor of Zealand, and the Jackal's gonna lose the Buck's gonna lose a lot of HP with the Smoke, as the Smoke's still gonna be peeking the angles that the Buck has been made, as Kingfish gonna get one onto Opti. That's gonna put a little bit of a lesser pressure onto the side of Zealand. One Enigma has been down, as the Claymore is gonna be impacted, and the flick coming out from the side of Kingfish, and Lord Render gonna get one on the Precast, and he's gonna be killing Enigma with his track swingers as Lord Render's gonna get one onto the Flash as
Oh boy.
out from the side of Legion, and that's gonna be Heathen off the board. Zenith just proves me right every time. They are a team that does not give up despite the man advantage, the situation, the time. I love what kind of a fighting spirit this team has. I mean, I respect them a lot for this.
Definitely, Zillins was just like you said, very true to the words of Dr. Dang right here. Is that it doesn't matter where you push Zillant onto, they're going to make it out of that. And they did, in fact, perfectly played from the defensive side. Got themselves that round win as well. 4-1 is going to be the scoreline as we proceed to round 6. Before the side swap, that is. And the Peacemakers just not able to fight against the well-timed aggression, mind you. Calculated aggression from Zillant Sport coming up is what is putting them on board. All the 4 rounds that they've got for themselves, as we'll be witnessing the 6th round coming into the screens right now before we see the side swap coming in very soon. Zillant Sport, once again, they'll be going back to the downstairs. That is going to be the Blue Bar and the Sunrise defense. A very classic side that we're seeing Zillant stand up to, and that is something that I haven't seen Division 3 teams play out, and much respect for Zillant on making this thing true to how the game spirit is in general, making sure that they're defending this side. They did manage to give away one of the rounds on towards the Peacemakers when they defend this side first time, but that was a little too spread out defense coming in from the side of Zillant. Definitely could have played better, and they proved me right exactly in the next time that they went for the defense on the Sunrise and Blue Bar. And once again, we'll be seeing Zillant come out on this defense right now on round 6. Some angles and lines of sight being open from Prey, making sure that the Aquarium push is not made easy for the side of the Peacemakers, and that is exactly what they love to do. But it looks like we might see a horizontal push coming in from Strix here. That'll be on towards servers or kitchen for that matter, as Flash looks like he's going to be positioning himself over there. But right now, Strix is just going to go back onto his drone. And maybe even the aggression from Prey could pay out in the favor of Zillant Sports. We did see the drones come out. And the drone, oh, he's going to miss drone Prey. Oh boy, this could just be the play that the Prey needs. And Ash might be the Prey that he needs. And yes, he will go down to UMP. Strix not running this to perfection is going to lose him his life here. Meanwhile, the refrag is in play from Heathen. Get himself the Jaeger. Not exactly sure where that kill went down on. I think that is supposed to be on the top floor.
Yes, I do believe that the Jaeger was playing upstairs.
Maybe not for the while, but Kick-Ass still he is still manning his gun down onto the servers area. Prey was somebody playing there, and he's going to get that frag. What? Are you kidding me, Prey? The UMP is just not able to fight against the R4C or the Bucks L8 right now. We'll still be seeing Prey holding down very comfortably in this little spot that he's called home. He's then pushing up onto him. He's going to win that fight instead, and finally the finisher comes in as only to do a lot of damage to Heathen before he went down. And very well played by Prey, draining so much time off the defenders. The attackers rather, excuse me. But looks like the Peacemakers finally realizing that their vertical push was not working out for them. And they made that push converted into a horizontal one. Optic, Flash and Heathen are left alive on the side of the attacking team right now. And I think the maneuver on towards the main lobby should come up any moment now from Kingfish. Just look at that. Just as I speak about it, he does get spotted out on the flank there. It's going to fall back, but the smoke is in a really bad position. He does get spotted out by anybody from main lobby right now. There's an angle that is open for him. A drone goes out and gets taken right back. Oh, look at that. The tag comes in from the side of Optica. Just going to fall back right now. Rod Render is going to be the key point right now. He's got 2 gas grenades for himself to stop the plant coming in from the side of the Peacemakers. Still, we'll be seeing Firefly hold on to his spot here. C4 comes out, goes out as well. Does it connect? No, it won't. As the defenders or the attackers are in a safe spot. But is Kingfish dropping the skill from Optica is here to refrag onto him. And Lord Render is going to be very low on HP. And he gets taken out by the Valkyrie. It's all down to Optica to make plays happen. He gets one, but there's a crossfire here established for themselves. And Lord Render, despite the 1 HP and the Dream, he get himself that final kill on the SMG-11, and what a play from Zillant Esports, getting themselves 1 round away from match point, and we proceed to round 7 with the side swap.
And mind you, Coastline was supposed to be an attacker sided map. Zillant has taken 5 rounds from one of the strongest team in their division on defense on Coastline. And they haven't just taken rounds by winning them off the back of individual plays. They have taken them on the back of amazing crossfires and amazing the room game coming out from the side of Zillant has been amazing on Coastline. Performance by any team that I have seen on Coastline and be so dominant on it. I
Attackers
just
need to
have no
locate
words
and
left for
defuse as
Zillant
many
at this
bombs as
point.
they
It's
can.
just appreciation. So we're gonna see Zillant make their way up to Hookah as the default site. They have lost this side. Sorry, no, they haven't lost this side yet. As the first round, we saw an amazing clutch come out from the side of the Bandit on Fire Flank, and I messed up my words. It's gonna be Resilient on attack and the Peacemakers on defense, as we see Optic on the Maestro, Strix on the Jaeger, the Flash on the Smoke,
10
Kick-Ass
seconds
on the
remaining.
Mozzie, and I Heathen on the Legion. As we see Trey on the BB, Enigma is gonna be taking the Ash for this round, Fireflank's gonna be on your Jackal, Kingfish on the Zofia, and finally Lord Render is gonna be on the Buck. So we hope to see a lot of vertical pushes come out from the side of Zillant, as
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Blue Bar is
Attackers
going to
have
be
recovered their
something that
diffuser.
the bucklers would love to just get in and get their skeleton key all over that floor, since you get rid of the floor on Blue Bar and you can dislodge the smoke or the attacker playing
Attackers have
deep
located a
inside
bomb.
billiards room. You're going to see an angle being made from the drone hole to the office door and being held by the Flash. Enigma is going to be on the roof holding a long line of sight with that holographic. You definitely need to be a great shot to hit those long range shots, as Fireflank's going to be getting into gunfight with Strix, as he's going to land some shots and light up the Jaeger quite a bit playing inside office. His position's been given out though, as Strix gonna be pushed quite soon from both sides, as Kingfish is gonna be on a repel right below him. He decides to go for the run out, but no, the Claymore from Kingfish is right there to get rid of him, as Zill get a man advantage in the first 1 minute of the round, and that's going to be one of your major roamers off the board in the form of your Jaeger. Buck's going to be having the diffuser. He's going to be making his way towards the default site, default plants,
A bomb
caught
has been
behind the
located.
bomb in a billiards room. Some pre-fires ring out from the side of him, as the C8 with its large caliber is going to make quick work of those walls, but the smoke's going to be playing close in billiards. He might be in a spot to deny the plant, as Trey is going to be repelling onto your billiards window. He might just be able to deny the smoke, or anyone deciding to white peak. The flash going to be thrown in, as Kick-Ass is going to get rid of Enigma as the first smoke babe comes out. Lord Render going to lose a little bit of HP, and your Ash is going to be off the board. So the Blackbeard at this point only needs to be worried about the sunrise window or the hookah jump out the hookah run out, as people call it, as Fireflank's going to take a lesion to his shin on Blue Bar, as a trade comes out from the side of BB and Heathen. That's going to be something that the BB should not be having, as the Jack is going to be jumping out. Mozzie is going to be inside. The Flash going to get rid of Lord Render with the smoke babe, as the crossfire from Office is going to take out the Mozzie. Excuse me. As the run out coming out from the side of Maestro is going to get rid of Fireflank. It's all going to be down onto Kingfish with 20 seconds left on the board. He has to deal with two defenders.
15 seconds left.
The clock, as the pre-fires come out from the side of Alda, he's going to be down, and that's going to be the end for Zillant on this round, as TPM make it 5-2.
So it looks like a map that is usually favored onto the side of attack is just being favored on the side of defense right now. And the way the play styles have been coming in from both these teams, there's so many multiple rotations happening, and not just something that you would expect to see. You cannot expect a play style that essentially topples the way a map is in generally played. Very well played by the Peacemakers, definitely. They got themselves a refrag game on point. They made sure that the smoke was working to perfection, stopping the early plan coming in from the side of Zillant Sports. That is what got them that round win. We'll be proceeding on to round 8 here, as round 7 did go in the favor of TPM, but they still have a long ladder to climb. 3 more rounds for the equalizer.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So we're gonna see the kitchen side finally being pulled out from the side of the peacemakers, as this is the first time that we've seen this side come out in this map. Since Civil Sports decided to go to blue bar twice rather than come to kitchen, we're gonna see Doc, Mozzie, a Castle, a Jaeger, and a Maestro being brought out from the side of Peacemakers. And Ash, that was 6 picks from a sledge. I would not say that's the best decision, since you have a breaching hammer that
10
can
seconds
essentially
remaining.
get rid of 25 surfaces instead of the 2 that you can
5
get rid
seconds left
with
before
the Ash
insertion.
charges. And a total of 5 if you decide to run
Attackers
the
are
breach
moving out
charges
to
on
locate a
Ash.
bomb
So
and defuse it.
Sledge definitely the better operator, I would say, a better secondary, but Raid, if deciding to choose the Ash over the Sledge, it's going to be personal preference at this point. You also have the Jackal shotgun and the Buck skeleton key to get rid of those floors, not to mention the 2 Zofia concussion mines that you have,
A bomb has been located.
and possible breach charges on the side of IQ as well. So quite a, yes, so that's going to be a lot of soft destruction on the side of Zillion Sports. They basically just want to delete all of the floor in VIP and in the penthouse, so that no defender of the peacemakers can feel safe sitting in any corner of the site. You're going to see Enigma trying to search for any of the Valk cams, but there are going to be none since there's no Valk being in play. Enigma is going to drone out the site. This might just be a quick push coming out from the side of Zillant, as they might have spotted out that hey, Sunrise is clear, as Lord Render is going to get one onto Kickass. That's going to be your Mozzie off the board. So those Mozzie drones, if Mozzie does get any of them, are going to be stuck in position, as this Jaeger is going to be playing at 90. He's going to be spotted out, and he's not going to be able to land any shots onto the Buck, as that's going to be a quick 2k for the Buck and a quick roam clear on the side of Zillion Sports. They're droning subtly be on point, as Buck's not going to be checking the hatch, and the Castle playing in main lobby is going to get rid of the Buck. So a trade for a Buck and a Mozzie, I would say, is definitely in favor of Zillion. But hey, the Buck not being able to use any of his skeleton keys might just be something that might be of an issue to Zillion. But with 2 breach charges, but 3 breach charges that IQ is now starting to put down on the floor, you are not going to have a lot of lineups. You're not going to be very safe sitting inside site. Some shots ring through the floor from the side of the dock, but they're not going to be landing anywhere, as Praise is going to be on a flank watch, and Kingfish going to be taking a gunfight on kitchen window. Jackal's going to be making his way using the shotgun in VIP. He's also going to get some part of that action of opening up vertical lines of sight. So with 40 seconds left on the board, Zill's still upstairs getting rid of the floor. They have not made any kind of push towards side, and 30 seconds, Doc's gonna spot out the Ash, and no shots being landed by either of these operators. Cashle's still gonna be sitting inside main lobby. The push is finally being rotated on the side of Zillant with 15 seconds left on the
15
board.
seconds left.
This might not just be enough time to get the plant down. Maestro's going to take some shots from upstairs, as the plant's going to be going down by Enigma, as the Maestro's not going to be able to spot him. The Flash going to get one onto Kingfish, Spray's going to get one onto Heathen, and the trades come out, and Zillant Sports are going to be sitting on match point on Coastline.
No, I think Optica should have noted the fact that when you go for a plant on that table, you cannot spot the planter in that angle. But looks like Maestro is just not doing his homework enough. We'll be seeing Zillion Sports take that round away, and in fact going to match point. Now things are all the while more difficult for the Peacemakers to stay alive right now, because even if they get 4 rounds on board, no, definitely. If they get 4 rounds on board, that's going to be a long journey to climb. While Zillion Sports, all they have to do is get 1 round on board. We'll be seeing another very good operator lineup coming in from both these teams here, as once again, the Peacemakers are going to rely on going to the kitchen and service entrance, and Strix coming in from the Vigil onto the Alibi. Very interesting change of operators. Looks like Strix just wants to play a little more passive-aggressive. in
Attackers
terms of
need
his
to
play
locate
style,
and defuse
but
as many bombs as they can.
I don't know. The Peacemakers definitely lacking the synergy that they had for themselves in Division 2. And after they got relegated back to Division 3, not exactly, I would say, haven't had the brightest of days. But some reconstruction being done from both the players here. That is, they've got the bailiffs working for them. We've got both the Alibi and the Maestro being run on the side of defense. Very interesting pick of ops. Not usually you get to see that, but we'll be seeing that in this match at least for the while.
10 seconds remaining.
Some
Alibi not
castles.
exactly the roamer of choice for a
5
lot of
seconds
teams,
remaining.
as I would say. As surprisingly, the Peacemakers have no
Attackers'
Jaeger
objective
on the
is to
board,
defuse a bomb.
nor do the Mice. So
Oh, I didn't catch that
Attackers have
actually.
dropped bomb diffuser.
this, though there are no nades on the side of Zillion Sports on attack, those concussion mines and those flashbangs that the Buck might have, and the smoke canisters that the Jackal can have, might just prove to be something that might define the round.
Yep, definitely. We'll be seeing Kingfish making his way on towards the kitchen window. Yeah, he's just going to open that for the while. Nothing too much, nothing too much flashy being done from his end. He's just chilling out right now, and so is Lord Render and Prey. They've got themselves some drone work being done. Wait, Lord Render is definitely not chilling. He's inside side already. He gets a frag for himself. Does he get another? No, he gets shut down by the altar, but only to get refragged after getting that first kill for himself on the dock. That is going to definitely hinder things off as Lord Render makes his way inside side for the defense. Strix trying to watch these.
Sorry to interrupt, but what a shot from Strix onto Prey.
Oh,
That's
boy.
going to completely delete the Ash. And
I don't know what just happened in the last 20 seconds of this round here, but anyways,
I'm
Strix.
sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely.
there's no rotation on the side of Kitchen from either of these. As Kick-Ass is going to get one onto Fire Flank as well.
I don't think they even need a rotation right now. This is dropping bodies on the side of Zillion Sports straight up.
True.
They're just peeking everything that they want to. Kingfish making his way up, and for some reason, Zillion Sports exhibiting so much hard work in terms of, oh, all right, the refrag game is on for the side of Zillion as well. Kingfish is going to get that kill onto Strix. Very important one. The alibi is off board, the notorious alibi for that matter. But Kick-Ass, he had the diffuser for himself right in his arms. It's definitely going to come down to on how he plays this round out. He's holding down a very influential side. That is the 90 hallway. Very awfully close to the diffuser as well. The drone comes in, spots him out. He's got to move back right now. Cannot play in the same position. I think he's opening up a line of sight for himself. Yes, he is. But the Zofia charges are what are stopping him. Some pre-fires are coming in, but the quick peek from the IQ is stopping that play. But they've got the diffuser back, and such a bait play coming in from the side of TPM here. But it's not going to matter right now as Enigma is going to drop down Optic. And wait, she's going down for the plant as well? What? Where are you, TPM? The flash is going to be offside. Kingfish has made his way inside side now. It's essentially a retake position for the side of the Peacemakers, and they're sitting on match point. They've got themselves the IQ kit. Will they get the frag? Yes, they will. And TPM walk off on the back of the Mozzie, getting themselves a double kill towards the end of the match here. And TPM will survive for the while. It only stands to see if Zillion Sports can stand up against them on round 10.
Oh, so the round swung in so many directions. From Lord Render just jumping in, I thought that Zillion's just gonna go aggressive and finish this round off, but he got traded off. And then the Peacemakers had the diffuser. But then again, they lost the control of the diffuser, and the plant went down in the middle of the site without any of the defenders of the Peacemakers realizing. But then they pulled out the retake, and they got the round for their team. So I would say a missed opportunity on the side of Zillion, as they could have easily finished this off. The IQ was stuck in a spot where you might want to rotate out of, but hey, those things don't work out in the last seconds when you are under pressure. We're going to see a 6-pick come out from the side of Zillion onto a gridlock from an Hibana. And
Attackers need to locate and
it's going
defuse
to
as
be
many bombs
Puka
as
that
they
they
can.
need to be attacking. So the Peacemakers now need 3 rounds to take it to overtime. and then contest for a win, while Zealand still need just one round on the board and they might be able to deny a Division 2 spot to the
Bomb located
Peacemakers.
by attackers.
Zealand, I don't think can keep themselves in the league even if they get this win. Looking at the scoreboard, am I right, Foxy? No clue. All right, so irrespective of that, they might just be able to deny a spot to the
5 seconds
Peacemakers
left before
for
insertion.
Division 2. And the way that the
Attackers
Peacemakers have been playing, it's really, I would say, um, not just haphazard, but I would say they're not consistent. Some rounds where the Peacemakers really, as you can say, pop off, they get their frags, they get their refrags, and they get their own clear on point. They even get the defense on point, and Enigma is going to take out Strix, who's going to be really aggressive on the dock, and that's going to be the only ACOG on the side of the Peacemakers being taken out as F's being
Attackers have dropped the bomb
dropped,
diffuser.
as F's being dropped in the chat, as the IQ is going to be making her way onto Hookah. That's something that we don't want to see. So Zillion's going to be in the driver position right now, as they're not. They have the man advantage right now, and they're going to be making quick work of their position into Sunrise. The Mozzie Pass being spotted out by the IQ is going to be of no avail, as it's going to get shot down. I believe that's going to be the Jaeger that's spotted towards main lobby playing security door, as Gridlock's going to go onto repelling. Sorry, that's going to be the Zofia that's going to be repelling on your billiards window, as Kickass is going to get one of Log Renderer. That's going to be your buck of the board, so no more soft destruction coming out from that set skeleton key, and Smoke's going to have a little bit of an easier time playing downstairs, but his position might just be thrown, and the Ash and the IQ playing downstairs might just decide to hunt him down, as Ash is going to be making her way into blue bar and using her Ash charges to open up lines of sight. The Ash charge right below, above him, is going to take a lot of HP off the Smoke and give a little bit of flash damage to the Ash as well. He's going to get wall bang from this main lobby from... please, no Smoke. Oh, that's going to be a Smoke off the board with an Ash charge. Oh, Enigma. What a play coming out. Picas is going to have to land some shots and make his way back into security. He's definitely going to be hunted now, as the plant's going to be going down from the side of Fireflank. The Gridlock Stringer is going to be making the push come in slow, as the Jaeger's finally going to get spotted out after he trades out the Gridlock. Moz is going to go in for a jump out, as he's going to get killed by the IQ, and that's going to be GG's for the Peacemakers. Oh, sorry, that was going to be the Ash who took him out. That was a nice shot.
that was an amazing shot from Enigma. A really nice one. All right. So we'll be seeing ourselves proceed with this round here, and in fact with the victory for that matter, that we saw Zealand Spurs take away from the clutches of the Peacemakers, because like I said, the stakes for the Peacemakers was so high right now, getting themselves a promotion spot on Division 2. But for the while, Zealand Sports is going to be the victor of that. And that does mark the end of Division 3 finale day today. And I'm sure, Dr. Dang, we've had some amazing matches to get casted over here.
Definitely.
And just some good stuff that we've got to see here today. We'll be seeing ourselves proceed with Division 2 finale week tomorrow. That is day 1 of Division 2, that is. But for the while, we will be having to see on the standings on how Division 3 pans out for us, on who gets promoted and who gets relegated in this division. Make sure you are following the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram for that matter, as the results and the leaderboard of Division 3 will be out tonight or by the latest tomorrow, making sure that we get you the information as soon as we can to keep you up and running with the league that is going on right now. And you might want to see that in terms of who gets relegated out of this league and has to make their way back through the Season 3 qualifiers, and who happens to stand and stay strong and get themselves that promotion. I'm Foxtrot, and joining me is Dr. Dang, and this will be it from us today. We'll see you guys again tomorrow at the finale week of Division 2. Have a good night, stay safe, stay at home.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.